All right, guys, welcome to episode 214 of Open Your Toys Cast, the podcast dedicated to the four greatest action figure franchises of the 80s and all time. And those are Rock.
They are Masters of the Universe, Transformers, Star Wars, and G.I. Joe.
Yeah. If you want to kick it with us, we want you to do it live right here every other Sunday, except for when it's Super Bowl. And reason why you haven't seen us in a month. Yeah, exactly. Every other Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Mountain, 3 p.m. Pacific time. Let's see, if you can't make the live shows, which is perfectly understandable. I think I've only ever attended a few live shows in my 10 plus years of following podcasts. You can hang out with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/group/openyourtoys. If you want to just know about the show, when we're recording, when we post a new episode, follow us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/openyourtoyscast. To get to the links that I'm talking about now and we'll be talking about here in a second, go to openyourtoys.com. At the top of the page, you'll see a link to the show notes, and it'll have all of these links in there, including how to subscribe through iTunes, Google Play, RSS, Stitcher Smart Radio. You can email us still at team@openyourtoys.com, although I think we've only gotten like 2 emails there in the last 12 years. You can send us a voicemail at 720-235-TOYS, or you can also text there as well, 720-235-8697. Where can people find you, Mr. Rock?
You can find me on Facebook, you can find me in the groups, and you can check out some of my new videos on my ever-growing YouTube channel as we slowly approach 100,000 views. Nice. We're at 97,000 and change at Rock the Farting Dad on YouTube. So, that's awesome. Come check out my alternate life of farting into my Ring camera.
That's Rock IRL for sure.
Oh yeah.
Cliff, what about you, sir?
I post in the group as Red Menace, and I'm on Instagram as Associate of Horror.
Yeah. If you want to reach me, I'm at facebook.com/openyourtoys. I'm at Slick McFavorite on Instagram and slick@openyourtoys.com. All right, Cliff, drinking water?
You know it.
I think that's why Lotus doesn't feel like he has to be on the show anymore. He's like, we've got a water drinker now. That's good.
And there's been a lot less third-party Transformers lately, too.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, it's insane. Like, we have a lot of stuff in our third-party section, and it's all, like, indie toy companies and stuff. There's, like, one Transformer thing in there. Roger will be joining us as well. He said he'll be running about 20 minutes late, which, considering we always start this about 5 minutes late, he should be here in about 10 minutes. Rock, drinking anything fun today?
Yeah, since I'm probably about a month away from moving out, we're trying to eat up and drink up whatever's left in the house. So I found this thing in the back of the fridge. I think I drank it a year ago. It's a DuClaw Sweet Baby Java Espresso Bean infused chocolate peanut butter porter, and I remember last time I drank it, it was not that good. But you know what? I'm not throwing it out because I'm cheap, so I will be drinking it.
I'm the same way.
I've committed to things that suck just because I'm not throwing it away.
Exactly. Hey, it tastes like shit. I'm not throwing it out. I got to eat it.
I'm still thirsty. Might as well drink it.
I do all of our grocery shopping and just the way I buy toys, I like to buy clearance food. It's the way I introduce ourselves to new stuff that's actually affordable. And yeah, I've picked some stinkers that, like different, like kale chips or something that are just awful, and they just sit on top of the fridge for a year because I won't throw away the bag. I'm like, there'll be some kind of dip we can eat with those at some point or something. I don't know. Sweet. For me, because Mrs. McFavorite and I are not drinking, except for when I do the show. I went with some high gravity lager here. Look at this headache in a can. This
Earthquake.
is Earthquake high gravity lager. It is 10% alcohol.
Oh my god.
It's not even one of like the big three breweries. It's a small Drink 4 brewing company, La Crosse, Wisconsin. And of course, with something this cheap, there's no fancy descriptions. It's not too bad considering it's a fucking super malt beverage, but
You should not be allowed to drink that without a brown paper bag around it. That should be a law. You'd have to drink it that way.
While carrying a bindle.
With your pants sagging.
when my friend and I went to New York, this is back in 2001, is literally the week before 9/11 was when we were visiting. We because of TV shows and everything, we thought it was perfectly legal to walk around and drink from a brown paper bag. And we didn't make it 2 blocks until the cops we were just walking. The cops flipped a Huey at Greenwich Village and pulled us over and cited us for open container in public.
Yeah, that was during Giuliani era.
You guys are idiots, you know?
Yeah, in the Giuliani era, that's when they were like, they turned from Times Squares to be like all the porno and peep booths and stuff. That's when they cleaned up the city. They Disneyfied it. They made it a tourist area. They kicked out all the garbage. And yeah, they cracked down on all that stuff big time.
I also got cited for smoking on a platform outside of Yankee Stadium too. Because they're like, it was outdoors and everything. And it was an undercover cop. I'm like, really? You're blowing your cover to cite me for smoking on the platform? Like, why don't you watch for drug dealers or something?
He's got a quota. Don't worry about the pickpockets. This guy's smoking a Marlboro. You know what I mean?
And I never did anything about either one of those. So
Good.
Who knows? I might have a warrant for my arrest in New York.
They got bigger problems. Don't worry.
Exactly.
And the best, now you can walk around New York City smoking a joint and not get anything happen to you.
Oh, wow.
That just shows you how it's changed in 20 years. So feel free to do whatever you want next time you come to New York.
Rob, this one I gotta remember. Rob Ewing in the house.
Nice.
Rocking some Electric Company. Hey, you guys. Oh, God.
Electric Company or Sloth?
Yeah, so I was thinking Sloth.
Oh, too. It could be Sloth, too. All right. Let's see here. Let's start this screen share and let's start talking about Shiat. No con news. So everybody, obviously, people know that we haven't recorded in a month now. So I went through and there was just so much goddamn news. This news, and I mean, look at this. This news is all just from the last 2 weeks. This isn't even going back a month. So we got a ton of shit to talk about. So no con news in the last couple weeks. We get confirmation of the Thundercracker that was rumored before. In addition to that, it's kind of cool. Takara Tomy is doing a promotion where if you buy all 3 Seekers, you'll be able to mail in for a Starscream Coronation set.
That's a good idea. That's the first time there's been a mail away from any company in how many years?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Good for them.
Yeah. So cool vac metallized crown. Looks like little blasters for his null, or blasts for his null rays, the shoulder pads and cape, and I don't know what that plastic thing is. Probably. Let's see. Say anything? No. All right.
And how much are those figures? So to get the free mail away,
$250 US at least.
Oh, so would a person that buys a Masterpiece even want to cut that box to mail that in?
and I don't even know like if this is open to other people or not. This might be a Japanese only thing, but Yeah, so it says this seems to be for the Japanese markets, requires filling out and returning 3 forms from 3 figures. So how U.S. collectors will get a hold of that, who knows? All right. So there is going to be an announcement by Hasbro China this week now. This would have been last week, so next week, of a new movie masterpiece figure. And the one benefit of having a month worth of or a month of news is I did see this a few weeks ago. This image was teased of a Bumblebee movie Optimus Prime, so a Cybertron Optimus Prime. That would be a pretty dope one, in my opinion, for a movie masterpiece. Anybody, do you guys even care? Like the Bumblebee movie really did get me excited for more movies. Like, oh, okay, they can do this right. Either one of you big fans could care less?
I never saw it.
I loved Bumblebee movie. I thought it was really good because I kind of got soured by some of those other Transformer movies, the Bay movies. So, yeah, it was a great watch as a family in the movie theater. We ate popcorn. We actually went to a real theater and sat down and enjoyed it many, many years ago. Yeah, it was. I'm looking forward to them making more movies if they do it like that quality.
Yeah, exactly. And I would suggest it, Cliff, if you got a streaming service where it's free. It's a good, like, it's based in the 80s. So they tried to do that Stranger Things thing and kind of make the movie kind of like the 80s, not just a new movie made in the 80s. So
I think it's on Prime right now.
Is it?
Is it? Yeah, and I was going to say Hulu, but Prime and Hulu usually share the same movies.
I will add it to my watch list.
Paul Schreiber back in the house. Welcome, Paul.
We're glad to be back too.
And then Brinkalizer was saying, yeah, just a way to get us to buy all 3 Seekers. But yeah, he's absolutely right. This is how Americans are going to get it. Is once they KO the Seekers and KO that kit.
Yeah, I didn't want to say that, but all you need is, I didn't want to say that before, but yeah, he's absolutely correct.
And then, I'm all for it. I'm down. And I do like the studio series version too. All right. Oh, I forget how to hide these. Codenames Decoded. So there were a bunch of news articles about new code names, and I'm just sick of covering those because who cares? But these are ones that actually been decoded, supposedly. This is Black Series 6-inch. So New York was Echo from the Clone Wars. So that'll be kind of a cool one to go along with your Bad Batch set. And then Finnick Shan, which I wasn't a big fan of hers from Mandalorian. Do you guys care either way?
That's a pretty deep cut.
Yeah.
They're really playing the long game on giving us that Fett in like the black robes. Like,
yeah.
How has he not been announced already?
Well, and we'll get to not a Hasbro version, but another version of that.
Hey, that could be a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 2023.
And then we get a Q90 here, or Q90, whatever. The droid, assassin droid from Mandalorian. Again, nothing official there, but once they actually put names to stuff, they're usually going off of inside sources. Another code name revealed is an Obi-Wan Kenobi that looks to be a Target exclusive. It's at the $25 level, so assuming that it will come with at least a couple extra accessories than the standard.
Soft robes, you think?
Yeah.
Soft goods robe?
That would be dope, like a regular Obi-Wan Kenobi with a soft good robe.
Yeah.
And they don't they state here they don't know what era this is from. If this is going to be OT or prequels or what. So
it's probably got to be Revenge of the Sith. I mean, because he's the only one that they haven't really redone with the new face technology. I mean,
oh yeah, that's true.
I mean, that one is actually kind of a poor figure. I bought it on clearance for $5 and then immediately regretted it. So I would assume it'd be Sith just because they haven't given him the good face yet.
Yeah. And they just re-released. Is it just, or was that in the first wave of archive that they did the Anakin from Sith?
I believe he was wave 1 with Maul, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're right. So you should have been able to get him if you wanted to. Oh, look at this. See, that's why I love having people in the chat. Episode 3 Kenobi was part of the last archive series vote. So maybe a deluxe archive figure? It would seem weird to put out an archive figure as a exclusive. So this might be a different one then. This might be some kind of deluxe original trilogy one. Okay, what do we got down here? I'm actually kind of excited about this. I actually like Minimates. If no one's ever played with these, they are kind of like Lego figures where they have a basic buck and then they'll cast some extra parts for them, but they really try to stick to that buck. But these look cool. Definitely a cherry pick for me. I don't think I'd want to go all in or anything. Big place you can still get Minimates is Walgreens. So I don't know if it would be a Walgreens exclusive or what. You'll notice this is his tank and these are Transformers. It's because in the post they did, they say a G.I. Joe box is already designed. But they are posable. Interesting. So that'll be kind of cool. Another way to get a little action figure. New Joes Decoded as well. So Codenames here have been decoded. Or these just new Codenames. Unclassified also can be found. I don't know what Moonshine and Zenith. Okay, so these aren't decoded then. Oh, shit. Brinkalizer's saying those Minimates are already up for order on Big Bad. Let's see what those things are going to run us. Minimate.
Are they blind bag or are they like a regular set?
It looks like it's a Series 1 box.
Oh, yeah, box set. Yep.
Oh, how did I fucking miss the... I guess I need to get on some Minimate boards. Wonder when these were released. Okay, come on. Those are cool. Did they put the dates on here? No. All right. Anyway, sorry, sidetracked. So $30, not bad. It's a little pricey. Normally you can get Minimates a 2-pack for like $9, even at Walgreens, which we all know that they're overpriced to begin with. But yeah. For a box of 4. Let's see. So yeah, I must have read this wrong, but it looks like we're getting a retro Snake Eyes still. So another one. I don't know, maybe that'll be a dog. Maybe we'll get a articulated dog out of this.
I wonder what the retro vehicle is going to be. That's
what I'm kind of interested in, because we'll talk about the latest one and what we got.
Vamp, right? Vamp's probably up next.
I hope so.
Yeah, that would be a good one. We've gotten 2 Cobra vehicles and 1 Joe, and the Vamp's pretty freaking iconic.
And they have the mold because they made it so many times in the 25th line.
Exactly.
It could be that. It could be I hope it's not, but it could be the shark because they made that a bunch of different times.
Oh,
too.
They did do that. Yeah.
They made that a lot. So that and the Ore Striker. So, hope the Vamp.
Oh, Jesus. This beer's already giving me a headache.
That 10% must taste like copper.
Yeah. Deluxe classified figure, so that's kind of interesting. And then movie series, movie Scarlet and movie Baroness up there, which is interesting. So that I mean, I guess spoilers, does that mean that movie Scarlet and movie Baroness are in the Snake Eyes movie? I'd assume so.
Did we even talk about the
They've been
Fortnite
cast.
Snake Eyes? Or was that last show, or did we miss that?
No, it was in between shows.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so Rock's right. They did a Fortnite Snake Eyes, and I got FOMO, and I got FOMO too late. It was sold out by the time I was like, I better get it just in case. And fuck it, I missed it. So I assume any one of you order it.
Yeah, I got it.
I didn't.
You got it, Cliff. All right.
Yeah,
good.
I like the color scheme. I like the black and white. I think he looks cool.
I agree. I agree. It did look like a cool figure. I just couldn't bring myself. It's like a Prime and My Little Pony crossover. Like, I really love Prime, but I could give a shit about My Little Pony, so I'm not going to spend twice as much on a toy that is something crossed over with something I don't like.
I mean, obviously it's a cash grab, but do you think it was just another way to get another Snake Eyes out? What do you think the reasoning was besides cash, obviously?
I mean, just maybe to introduce, because there's going to be more Fortnite crossovers. They talked about making weapons for Joes in the Fortnite line and that kind of stuff. Maybe it's just that first introduction.
I almost wish it was Jax. I almost wish Jax made it. You know, I like to see I like to see figures that are only one brand, like G.I. Joe or Hasbro. I like to see another company's take on. So I almost wish the Fortnite figure was a Jax figure.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, use their molds to make the Snake Eyes.
Yeah. You know, so because I bought that was it Jumanji or Rampage Rock, just so I can have a core roadblock.
Yeah.
You know, because it's like, oh, it's Roadblock, but he's made by the core instead of real G.I. Joe. You know, like I like weird stuff like that.
Me too. I get down with that as well.
Roger's here.
Oh, he is. Oh, there he is. I told him to message because I was like, I'll forget to let you in. What's up, Roger?
What's up, man?
Your face is covered with a comment there. Yeah. Oh, good to see you in person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my laptop up and running and got a camera now.
Hell
Nice.
Yeah. That's awesome. We were just talking about a new G.I. Joe. So, a new code name for a retro figure, a new retro Snake Eyes, a new retro vehicle coming, unnamed. A classified deluxe figure, and it's just deluxe. Rob Ewing in the chat was Rob Ewing in the chat was saying might be a 2-pack of Zaymot and Tomax for that.
That would be awesome.
Oh,
that would be
sweet. Yeah, I'd be
sure.
all in on that.
And then love
twins.
Love this comment. So he bets the new Joes will be super easy to get. And then, the Action Force line is looking really good. I literally have this down here. I should have put this in the show notes. So right now, all the figures are delayed. So they're offering their first production item to order right now. It's this 35-piece accessory set. It's every weapon that they've made for the Action Force line, just in straight black, because all the other ones are like highly painted and everything. And the reason why I have this up is right now it's limited to one per user. So the set is $30 and then it's $5 shipping. They said if there's still some left over after a few days, they'll lift the limit. And I just want them to lift the limit, and I'll buy 2 to get my shipping money's worth. But
so where is it up for pre-order right now?
On Valiverse.com. That's the company or out there. Oh, I forgot. I'm talking like you can see this because I can see it in my. Let me get this up because I'm looking on my other screen. So there's
That's actually pretty good for them. I think for the money, it's not bad.
Hi.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buy that for my classified figures.
Love ya.
Love you. Mwah. So yeah, I'll post in the group once I get notification that this is available for multiple ones. Because right now, supposedly, it's only for if you were whatchamacallit,
A backer.
But I don't see why anybody can go order it right now if you don't want to wait. It's Valaverse.com. And yeah, he was talking about Rob Ewing pre-ordered the Sergeant Slaughter on there, and I've got him on pre-order as well. Even though I really love my wrestling one they did in his Joe costume. I guess it's his wrestling costume, but the black tights and camouflage with the hat and glasses. I'm still for one that's a little bit more military. Super 7 Transformers Ultimate Wave 2 and 3. So this is kind of interesting. We had a discussion about this in the group because I just think it's ridiculous that these things are $55. And somebody had a point of, well, they're the ones in the first wave, you've got Ghost Starscream and you've got 2 Pretenders. So he's like, well, Hasbro's never going to get to the Pretenders because Hasbro's basically making the same figures at $20 a piece. So I'm like, who would buy these? But this one has an interesting one. This Grimlock Dino mode is kind of crazy to get a super articulated Grimlock figure that doesn't transform. The Megatron I may have to do. Bludgeon and Tracks I can skip. The Tarn is kind of interesting. If people don't know, Tarn's the really cool guy with the Decepticon mask for his face from the IDW comics. That would be a cool figure. A G2 Megatron, which I don't know if he's just going to be green. An Alligator Con, which is interesting because other companies have used Alligator Con to represent the Hearts of Steel Optimus Prime, where he turns into an alligator. So people don't know if that'll just be something like that, be like Prime in those alligator colors. I don't know. And then Wreck-Gar. So yeah, definitely deep cuts on these. So I assume that's why they're able to get away with doing something exactly like Hasbro's doing. Oh, and those weren't Pretenders in the first wave. They were Action Masters. Cara Dune's canceled. So this was the big talk. I mean, God, so many groups I'm in were just banning discussion of this because it was devolving toy talk into political talk and all this kind of stuff. So it doesn't really matter where you sit on what side.
So what did she actually do?
So she posted the main thing that kind of set this off. She posted on Instagram that conservatives were being treated like Nazis.
No, they were being treated like Jews in Nazi Germany.
Oh,
Yeah.
was that it? Oh, okay. So, I mean,
But that was like her 5th strike.
yeah, no, I know. There's other, you know, as you can imagine, she has some very strong opinions, and that's perfectly fine. Again, not to get political with this, it sucks that these figures are being canceled. So here's my thing. I was trying to have an opener set of credits figures and then one carded. And fucking, so I had completed that set, and my freaking carded one got crushed in a toy room accident. So I was like, no big deal. I'll go return it and order another one because they were available on Target. This was one day before this happened. So I returned it. I went online the next day, sold out. The fucking ones on eBay are now going for $150 a piece. They were plentiful until this fucking happened. Like you could still order them on Target the day before. So I just fucking kick myself now and just hoping this will calm down and I'll be able to get another one. But
so now here's my big question is, I didn't order from Entertainment Earth the retro style Mandalorian figures. Now she was supposed to be part of that line.
That is still coming. That's the
those
only
are
thing
already in the pipeline, so they're not going to stop them.
But they were going to they were going to do another Black Series run because she came out so early. People, I guess, didn't know if they were going to like the show or whatever. And a lot of people missed the first Black Series release of her. Peter is the same way. He's like, I need a 3 3/4 one for the Razor Crest. And they were going to re-release the Vintage Collection one too. They were going to fucking just go all in, and now they've canceled all of those pre-orders across all lines except for the Retro Collection. So
yeah, I've been seeing people selling like crazy between $150 and $195, and I'm just like, now that's going to be the new thing. Is like you're going to find it, like you're going to go to a store, and if you find it, it's going to be like finding gold. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, because they canceled the figure and
they've canceled them all. Like if you try to go find it anywhere, she's sold out everywhere.
Which is weird because like 3 weeks ago she was a peg warmer.
Exactly. Oh shit.
But the worst part is too, even like with her not being on the show now, she also was gonna have that spin-off show. I guess that's gonna be canceled.
I didn't realize that.
It was something, what was it called, the Republic Rangers or something.
Rangers
like that?
of the New Republic, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
But I mean, not for nothing, like you said, don't want to get political either. If you've been warned 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then the lead in the show pulls you aside and says, hey, watch what you're saying on, social media, and you still go and say something like that, it's kind of dumb on her fault, whether you agree with it or not. It's just, when you work for a big company, I'm sure a lot of you guys know it. You guys got to protect yourself.
You got to shut your fucking mouth whether you want to or not.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a fucking, in my opinion, it's not a fucking ding against her freedom of speech. I'm sure it fucking says in her contract, I'm sure there's like an appropriate behavior clause and all that.
Morality clause.
Yeah, exactly.
Why don't you just go home and yell at her fucking mirror? This is bullshit, blah, blah, blah. Get it out and then fucking go back to work. Like, fuck. She was set for fucking life with that.
Yeah, and she really was a sweetheart. And like I say, it really has ripped it right down the middle. Like with far fucking left people being like, see ya, we want to be ya, and fucking far right people, and maybe not even saying far, left and right, saying, oh, cancel culture, this is just another fucking bullshit move and all that kind of shit.
But that's pretty much every single thing in the media is like, it's swayed one way or swayed the other way. There is no common ground anymore. So people are going to find themselves on one side or the other. But it's a shame but I mean, she already got a movie deal and everything else. So, who knows? I'm sure she'll land on her feet.
Yeah.
And what's really sad is that, like, I've seen Haywire. She's in Deadpool. I've seen most of the movies she's done. She is very much like early Channing Tatum. She was quite dreadful in all that early shit, and she was actually pretty good in Mandalorian. And I was like, no, she's not doing too bad now. Now she's not going to be in that anymore. And I'm like, oh, God damn it.
Yeah, she really kind of came into her own with the comedy part of it and shit. So, oh well. StarWars.com had a holiday decoration contest, and this is a post about some of the best ones. So here's the winner. Kind of interesting. Got a lightsaber tree there, some Yoda and BB-8 and holiday decorations, that kind of stuff. I don't know what this is. Anybody know what this is over here in the bottom right-hand corner?
Well, there's
Looks like
cookies
a-
on it.
Yeah, it looks like an end table or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just has all this weird fucking shit. Anyways.
Like a Dagobah end table or something. I don't know.
Yeah. So there's some other good ones. You get an Ewok village, all decorated. I love the hanging lightsabers from the little rope bridges and shit.
That's just dangerous. That's not gonna
Yeah,
pass
no
code.
shit. You're just cutting people up. Trees are getting cut down.
Get a high wind in there.
The whole village is all flattened.
So this one, they just took existing sets and added some Christmas stuff to it. So you get a TIE Interceptor up here, an ATT tank down here, Jabba's palace with the Rancor pit underneath it, the sail barge. So that one's kind of interesting. I dug this one. This is kind of cool with the
I like
sunset backdrop. The reindeer AT-AT pulling the sand crawler. So I thought that one was kind of cool. And then let's see what else we got here. The top of the Star Destroyer, Star Destroyer. It's a little Lego village. That one's pretty dope. So that's it. Nothing too exciting. And I almost didn't put it on here because I fucking hate seeing holiday shit either before or after the holidays. Like, I don't want to see anything holiday until Thanksgiving, and I don't want to see anything holiday after the first week in January. Let's see. Oh, so here we go. This is a big long one I combined into fucking little tiny one. So mainline Transformers, lots of information out in the last couple weeks here. First off, a rumor list, and here's the list itself. Let's see, Rescue Bots, Cyberverse, we don't care about those. Studio Series Voyager, Deluxe and Leaders, Core. Okay, this isn't really... Oh, it was some of the exclusive stuff that they were talking about. So the big one, of course, is the Titan class Arc that I think we all know we're getting at this point. A Commander class, so that's that $80 price point that Jetfire and Skylynx was at for Rodimus Prime. So I don't know what that's... I mean, it's got to be his full-on trailer and all that, but they just did one.
Yeah, they just did one, and it wasn't even that great.
Yeah. So maybe they're going to go super crazy. But what it does make me want to do is not open my Studio Series Rodimus until I see what that is, because it may just be taking the fucking hot rod and making him into a Rodimus, even though he's supposed to be Rodimus. But anyways, a T-Rex Maximal Tyrannosaurus, that's a leader, and then a Kingdom 4-pack. So again, not a lot of information here, but knowing that stuff's on the horizon. What we did get to see is in-hand picture of a Core Megatron. So Core is now Legends. So we can get some scales here. Let's get maybe figures that everybody has. That Megatron, that's a Voyager G2 Megatron. The Cyclonus, that Cyclonus does look a little squatty. Been seeing people say that it's not like the epitome of that.
So the Core ones are the little guys?
Yeah, they're the Legends. Not
I saw the Rat Trap, and he's just a little tiny one.
Not the old school Legends that are now Legion.
Yeah.
But the new Legends. But yeah, you're right. So there's that Rat Trap.
Yeah, he's just a little tiny guy.
Yeah. And then the Sharkticon from the pit of Kaon or whatever, multi-pack. Oh, there's probably the one that most people have.
Yeah.
Your Optimus.
Yeah, he's a little wee guy.
So I have the Core Optimus on pre-order. So I'll probably get this Core Megatron just to fucking stand alongside him. Anything scratching anybody's buying finger, or anything anybody wants to go hunting yet?
Dude, I bought a lot of toys in the last 3 weeks.
So you'll be putting out
I got a long list.
I've sold a lot of toys in the last 3 weeks.
So you didn't have to move them?
Yeah, we'll get to that part later. Yeah.
Something that has been confirmed for the Studio Series Voyager, a sweep. So you don't have to buy another Scourge if you want to have the sweeps. And then something I'm excited for is Wreck-Gar. Motorcycles have always been my favorite, and I love the fucking Junkions. So I will be getting at least one of those, and then if you make a Wreck-Gar, then it's just a little bit of remolding and repainting to make another Junkion. Transmetal reissues.
Oh, they're doing the Transmetals, really?
Yeah, and as reissues, so as shitty ass,
the same
late 90s molds. Yeah. But people do have a point that this Megatron here, this gold plastic one, this thing is one of the most expensive Transformers out there right now, because that gold metal just breaks if you look at it. Basically.
Really? I had one of those.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called gold metal syndrome.
What would you say it's going for?
Oh, I don't know. Let's see.
It's about in the package or loose. They're very expensive.
I would say you would only want to buy it in the package, and you wouldn't want to open it, But
wow.
Let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be misremembering.
Oh, I'm just curious because I know nothing about that one, so that's why I'm kind of like to get an idea what a ballpark is. Because I've been looking at vintage G1s, like in the put back in the box, and I see what they're going for. So I can only imagine what this one is.
Here's a broken one for parts.
Yeah, that one's all dismantled.
Oh, I guess it's not too bad. I mean, the whole thing is trying to find one that doesn't say, "Oh, this is broken on it" or "That's broken on it."
Yeah, you're just looking at parts. $112 bucks.
Too bad. Oh, okay. That's not as bad as I thought. Everybody
That's
makes
still a decent amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just considering you paid like $20 back in the 90s for it.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody can see I've been looking for Godzilla movies. KJ Smith's in the house. What up, KJ?
What's going on?
What's up?
We're gonna have a fun one for you, KJ, and third party here in a second. So stick with us.
Third party.
Let's see what else. Unicron in hand. This will be me soon, and then I got to figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do with it because I have no space for it.
Just get bunk beds for your daughter, and then Unicron can go on the
bottom bunk. Top bunk.
Top bunk. Yeah, it's true.
So there's our little figures we get with them. Janky. They could have added some paint or a little bit of articulation. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the comparison shot. Oh, this right here. So this will give everybody an idea.
Holy shit, he's huge.
Yeah, and I thought he would be a little bit bigger than the fucking Titans than he is. Like that, to me, that's interesting. I didn't realize Titans were that big. Now, granted, he's much crazier than Metroplex or Fort Max when it, comes to this shit. But yeah, I mean, compared to the old Unicron,
yeah,
night and day. And then I won't play it, but again, it's in the show notes. Hasbro released a Kingdom commercial. So just a little 15-second, old school 80s style, collect them all commercial. So definitely take a look at those. Those are fun. Hasbro's earning call was this week, so we got a little bit of update on Star Wars, G.I. Joe, and Transformers. Just go through this real quick. If you're a numbers kind of geek, you can definitely check out the full articles, but you can see kind of purchasing here. Hasbro revenue and earnings were down in 18, up a lot in 2019, and then dipped in 2020. Not as much considering there's a pandemic. The whole craziness of the toy community during this whole pandemic, when millions are out of work and all that, has been really surprising. How the toy market is just fucking shot through the roof.
And you know
Jason.
what? It's nothing compared to the card market right now. The
Oh,
baseball
really?
cards. Oh my lord! I've been digging through my collection, finding cards and selling them. Cards that were worthless. Bret Hart wrestling card. I sold 2 of them for $80. People are now. Everybody is taking cards and getting them graded, and the backlog right now is 8 months to get a card graded.
Oh,
And people are taking cards. Everybody's buying Gem Mint. They want Gem Mint 10. I put up 2 Michael Jordan starting lineup rookie cards today.
wow.
Raw, they're like $40 to like $300. If you get one rated a Gem Mint 10, you're looking at like $8,000 to $10,000.
Oh my god.
And there's a card that came with a friggin' figure that you could buy at Toys R Us for $5.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Do you mean like the cards
Starting line? Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, the
Jesus.
sports
I had that
card.
figure.
The sports card collectible market has gone absolutely berserk, more than toys right now. Yeah, on speculation. Same thing with people like the toy market. People got bored, and now it's cards too.
Yeah, I had read a story about that, about how there's more people dabbling in the stock market now and all that. Everybody's trying to make a mint.
And I got even another crazy one: graded Pokemon cards.
Oh fuck! There goes the neighborhood.
I sold. Wait to hear this one. I mean, real quick. I sold 3 packs of 1985 Topps WWF cards. I sold it for $275.
What?
I paid $5 each for them. I got $275 for 3 packs. I love seeing them in my detail, but not that much.
I have a case of G.I. Joe cards that are unopened from the 90s.
It's $100 for that box right now. That used
Those
to be
are
a $10
they're
box.
in green packs, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Like Army green pack. I know exactly what cards those are.
I bought a whole box of those probably 20 years ago.
Yeah, I've been sitting on that for like
Opened
10,
them
15
all.
years. And they're
People
still
are getting
in the box
wax
unopened.
packs graded.
Wax packs?
Yeah, people get the wax packs graded. Yeah, like I said, my wife always wants to know, what am I doing on my phone? It's research. You got to know what's trending and what's selling, and literally, you will not believe what sport cards are going for right now.
That's fucking insane. That's insane.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good. I kind of combed through all of this investor shit, and not a lot of good information. War for Cybertron on Netflix has been performing well. So are point of sales for Transformers. Again, in my opinion, it's because they're making the best G1 figures they've made since Chug, since 10 years ago. So I think that's why they're performing so good. But they're busy developing Dungeons and Dragons across a number of dimensions, future iterations of Transformers in a number of different places. And now creative stewardship that will add great new storytelling and Power Rangers. So, yeah.
But I mean, by the amount of figures you guys have pre-ordered last year, didn't you think the number would have been way up? Because,
fuck yeah, and no, because I got most of those figures last year. But I mean, the last 2 months, I've just been having shit trickle, like it's a package every other day, and Jessica's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, these are things I pre-ordered at Toy Fair last year, So, I mean, it has been an onslaught. I mean, my toy room is just it's fucking, they're stacking up everywhere, and it's all toys within the last year or two. It's not like I'm going back and buying vintage lots or anything like that. And then one I threw in here for Lotus, even though he's not with us. Cool Destro statue. So this is from Diamond Select Toys, PVC statue. So this is what I'm talking about, what I want to see in a statue. You know, the super crazy posing and that kind of stuff. I don't know if these little like spikes in the water are supposed to be like gunshots, like people are shooting at them.
Yeah, I think they're like lasers hitting the water and shooting, splashing up.
But he's got a cool suitcase there behind him. And I fucking love anytime they use the wrist rockets on Destro. Because I always thought that was the coolest fucking thing, that he had rockets on his gauntlets. I don't know how much this is going to be. Does it have 50? But oh, it's part of that $50 line that they're doing now.
Is it the ones at GameStop, right? Like Cobra Commander and Storm Shadow?
Yeah, and most of those are all in kind of generic. The Joes are better than the Transformers. Transformers are all in generic ass, you know, standing straight up, holding their gun and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's $44.99 on Big Bad.
Ah, interesting. Even cheaper. Crazy. Well, I might do that. All right, third party Moon Studio prototypes. So these are the Raiden. Again, looking pretty good, but shouldn't be too hard to make things that turn into rectangles. So you can see the trains here on their track. This is with all their extra little pieces. Those big guns are fucking ridiculous, but they're part of the G1 to make his feet down here.
I love it. Great Transformers. I'm about that all day long. I love it.
Yeah, I even put prototypes in the notes so you didn't get confused. All right. This one is for so Brinkalizer, if you're still with us, you can help me here. Just put your stuff in the chat. So there's only one that I really disappointed I missed, and that was this clear one. Anybody that cares about Mythic Legions, I am able to pick up to 6 figures to vote for their next All-Star wave. So if anybody that's with us in the chat wants to, and I guess I could blow this up a little bit, wants to have me vote for something, I'm all willing. You want me to back, or maybe KJ and Brinkalizer can tell us what are the most expensive figures to try to calm down the secondary market on them, or what? Yeah, I like this guy. Kind of looks like Skeletor.
Yeah, my local vintage toy store has Mythic Legion figures, and they have some of them in there for $100.
Oh, I saw someone selling a loose one for 150 on, because I only get noted. So like our group, I get notifications of everything that gets posted, but in other groups, I just got overwhelmed. So I only get notifications if my friends post something in other groups. And so I don't know if it was KJ or if it was maybe another person that posted in the Mythic Legions Cabal group.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Sir Godfrey I seen for well over $100.
That one up here, the fucking
the knight. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe they had to step away.
And they're all beautiful.
Maybe they just don't have an opinion. But
oh no, KJ responded.
Yeah, that just showed up for me. Okay, so he says Vitus, Kador, Sir Owen. All right, so tell me this one, right? Iligar is one of them. Kador is one of them. He's cool looking like. So he's not saying Sir Godfrey. And Vitus. This guy. All right. And what was the last one? Owen here. All right. All right, Brinkalizer. Or if any of you guys have any votes. Anybody care? Anyone going to order these anyways? No. All right. All right, KJ. Thanks for participating. There we go. And you got to vote on those. I think you only got to vote on those if you backed the game, or maybe it's just anybody that was registered with their site got that email. But okay, cool. About Figs 155 just says no. He's not going to order. All right, come on. Let's get back to our show notes. All right, a new Robo Force drop. So this is a good friend, Dr. Kent. His Toyfinity brand has an official license for Robo Force, and he's been doing them in the Glyos system. So he launched 2 new ones. And I put him, I try to promote his stuff anytime he does it, but this one is especially cool because it's a Flash homage. So super, you've got the pad decos and the green and red.
Took me a minute to get that.
So, and I don't think this one has anything to do with anything, but yeah, this one is literally Robo Force Max Flash. So a real mechanical hero. All right. Like I say, this third party, not a lot of Transformers, a lot of indie toy companies. Boss fights Popeye. These are just renderings, of course, but these look cool. These are 3 3/4, right?
It's kind of an odd line to bring into 3 3/4.
It's 5" to so these are almost like masters. They're 5" to 6" depending on the character. So Bluto and Olive Oil are probably
but even in that size, it just seems like an odd line to be like, I want to make Popeye figures.
Yeah, but sports cars are making a comeback. Like, why can't this survive? Let's be honest here.
All right, let's go get some Woody Woodpecker figures. Then.
Exactly right.
Chili Willy.
Yeah, Chili Willy.
I am gonna get the fucking Popeye though. I loved Popeye growing up. And if you haven't seen the Robin Williams Popeye movie lately,
awesome.
It holds up pretty well.
When he fights that fucking octopus.
No, he just beats the shit out of it.
I like that movie a lot, actually. A lot of people shit on it, but I think it's rather charming.
I saw that in a double feature with Flash Gordon.
Oh, right. That's awesome. That's
I still remember that. That was a fun time.
So if people weren't aware, those Toyfinity, the Robo Force figures, use the Glyos system. And it's a system came up with by Matt O'Neill of O'Neill Designs. And they have their own toy line, but then they license it out. Like if you've seen the 3 3/4 Fallout figures, like the armor suits and stuff like that, those use the Glyos system, and you can pop all the pieces apart. I've talked about it a lot on the show, but anyone new to the show, it's definitely something cool to take a look at. All right. One more Transformer thing in here. New Midori design. So Midori is the person that comes up with all these super cool designs for cassettes. All of mine are in cassette mode right now, so they're not very impressive. But they came up with this new cassette design. So she thinks of the ideas, and then her boyfriend or husband actually does the CAD drawings, and then they have them made. So any guess what this one is?
A rice
Looks
cooker?
like the tank.
It's a tank. What kind of tank do you think it is? Yeah. Thunder Tank cassette.
Oh, interesting.
So that's what, $450?
Close for my 2 cassettes, because they're overseas. My 2 cassettes with shipping, and they are not painted, and they are like literally like Shapeways quality printing, where it's still got the texture. These were $50 a piece.
Ooh.
And that's because I bought 2, so that I spread the shipping across both of them. If I would have just bought one, it would have been
bought 3.
Should have.
Buy 6. What? Hold back there, my friend.
The shipping for 2 little cassettes was the shipping for 2 cassettes was $25, and it came in the smallest little package you've ever seen. So yeah, but hey, if you're a cassette fan and a Thunder Tank fan, it'll at least, like you say, at least be cheaper than $450. But I just thought that was kind of cool. Oh, sorry, got our chat up. I guess we should talk about that right now that we're in there. Nope, wrong chat. I just revealed our secret chat.
Uh-oh.
All right. So, Rock, where did you get this from?
Ed Arndt posted it.
Did he?
Yeah, and then I copied and sent it over.
What is it?
What the fuck?
Oh, it's the 2-pack, like
Pretty
Caldor.
Cool. Yeah, it was the one that
Caldor
people voted
Cronus?
on. Yeah.
For some reason, it won't fucking post. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it does look really good. And I like
just
it.
upset its Target.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, Target.
DPCI, baby.
Yeah, you're
Rising.
fucking killing me, Target.
So that's dope. Thanks, Ed, for the heads up, and thanks, Rock, for monitoring the group. I usually post, hey, we're recording, and then I'm not online until like the minute that we start recording. So, yeah, KJ Smith, he was behind by a minute. Yeah, there's a delay. I forget about that too. They're hearing everything about 30 seconds to a minute behind us.
So I don't Cara Dune myself.
Right?
Again, a weird one that I would never post otherwise. It's just what this is this is a Goku eating scenes set. And so it's just a bunch of beer, a roasted pig, a big pile of rice, fish. Looks like some kind of noodle bowl here, chairs and a table. See, shit like this, I just fucking love. About $33, so not that expensive,
Uh-huh.
Not that you obviously don't get Goku with that, but yeah, I love that shit. So I don't care if you guys don't. New Lego's idea approvals. So they voted on the new sets. And I thought this was going to come up with the leader picture. Oh, spoiler. So here was all the sets that made the 10,000 vote and went into the review process. So
didn't we go through this already?
Yeah, we went through all the. We didn't go through the winner.
Yeah.
We probably talked about the review process was kicking off. So
I thought it was Bob Ross when you scrolled through it really fast, and I'm like, fuck, who wants to build a Bob Ross? But
and I mean, unless you're a big Van Gogh fan, I'm like, who wants to build a Starry Night as well? But
what nerdy ass kids going to the store to buy that?
Yeah. I want Space Lego. I want Vincent Van Gogh.
Now, how about this one? So we have Super Mario sets. I don't know. I think this one was in a past review period, and they finally got approval for it. But this one,
Sonic the Hedgehog, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you get a little.
You said Super Mario. That's why I got confused.
Oh no, he said to go with the Super Mario sets that already exist.
Okay, I'm lost.
So you get the Nintendo mascot, now you get the Sega mascot. Which I forgot what I saw that on. That literally Sonic was oh shit, Nintendo is kicking our asses with this fucking jolly Italian plumber dude. We need to come up with a mascot. So
might have been Gaming Historian. He does a lot of cool videos.
Oh yeah. It could have been.
You know, when are they going to cancel Mario? As an Italian American, I find that stereotypical portrayal of Mario and Luigi quite offensive. Hey,
Yeah, you go, Rock. You fucking fight that power, man.
Hey, I'm going to lick your pipes. I mean, supposed to having a wife beater with gravy stains chasing his wife and yelling at her to shut the fuck up. And he's going to throw the wrench at her. Jesus.
Get the fuck out of here.
So, I have been, when I work during the day, I need something that I just hardly pay attention to, but makes me laugh every once in a while. So I've been marathoning Love Boat. And so if you don't know, Love Boat started in 1977. And it's all guest stars. It's an anthology. So each episode is a completely 3 new stories, usually 3 different storylines that happen simultaneously. And it has just been amazing how many, fucking Tom Hanks and, before you ever saw him in anything.
Wow.
What I totally forgot is like Charo is on like 1 or 2 episodes every season with our boom chicka boom boom, and shit. And it is so goddamn inappropriate, like for PC now kind of shit.
Isaac might be a rapist.
Yeah, exactly.
The way Isaac is sometimes, because I used to watch Love Boat too, and I'm like, dude, this guy. Like,
who you're thinking of it, and maybe you're not, but Doc is the Playboy. Doc okay. The fucking doctor, and he looks like a big nerdy dude, but
isn't Doc the black bartender?
No, that was Isaac, wasn't it?
Isaac's the bartender. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, you're right.
Yeah, the doctor is the one that macks on everybody. Isaac, I don't think as a black bartender would have dared back then. But things just like anytime they have a couple that's other than white, they have to, if it's a black guy, it's a black woman. If it's an Asian dude, it's an Asian woman. Like there's no, multiracial couples, and they tackle some, hard subjects from back then, like Saturday afternoon or afternoon school special topics. But they had an episode, this last one, where they went to Italy. And so it followed this huge family of Italians that were going there. So one of the kids could get married. None of them were fucking Italian. No, Marie Osmond was one of them. The grandma from Roseanne, which that's a deep cut. If anybody watched Roseanne, maybe you know this one, Cliff, the taxi driver from Escape from New York.
Ernest Borgnine?
Yeah, Ernest Borgnine. Is Borgnine Italian, Rock?
I don't know. I thought you were gonna say like all the women were. I thought you were gonna say like all the women were wearing all black, like it'd be like Sophia from the Golden Girls. That's what I was expecting you to say. Oh man!
And the worst thing was they were all speaking with these awful accents.
Were they speaking with their hands at least? No.
No, they didn't do a lot of that. They didn't.
Hey, where's that doc with all the quaaludes? I want to get fucked up with Isaac.
So yeah, talk about a travel back and the fucking things that women would wear on that, because one of their big things is they're on a boat. Lots of times it takes place either on the deck or at a pool. And so they just randomly have models walking through and zero bikinis and stuff like that. It's crazy how back then, you could have so much skin showing.
Well, that was back when love was exciting and new and you could come aboard because they were expecting you. You know,
Is you coming to the Love Boat?
the Love Boat.
Oh my god, I love it, dude. I absolutely.
I got into that show hardcore. I was probably like 14 or 15. It was like Charles in Charge was on, and then an episode of Love Boat would follow it, and I was all about that on my Channel 9.
Oh, sorry. But it's funny what you're saying, like watching old shows. I've been watching a lot of old cartoons, and man, a lot of those 80s cartoons, they don't hold up. They were very racially stereotyped. Like the WWF rock and wrestling one it's crazy how bad that is. It's like, but a lot of them, Mr. T and some of these ones, it's like, I mean, we grew up with that, and that's the way it was. But watching it now with 2021 eyes, it's definitely different. But it's fun to watch, though. To think wow, we were fed on this stuff.
Yeah, like I say, I don't think any of this. Again, going back to the cancel culture thing. I mean, it's awful to say, hey, that's part of our history. You shouldn't fuck with it. But I mean, come on, it is. You know, it's how we got to this point, right? Having all this horrible shit happen in the past is how we're getting to this really enlightened point, right?
Oh, dude, just make like a modern day Karen watch the Bad News Bears. Her fucking brain would melt.
Well,
and that movie's PG.
What about Archie Bunker or the Jeffersons?
Oh, Archie Bunker. That would cave
Mr.
someone's
Jefferson
face
calling
in.
Bentley a hunky the whole show. You know, and
the one I can't find on any streaming services, at least for free. So I'm gonna order the set off of Amazon. Soap. Did any of you guys watch Soap?
Oh, Billy Crystal was
right?
openly gay. Yeah.
Yeah, and had Mona from He Was the Boss. All those.
Did you guys ever watch Too Close for Comfort?
Yeah.
With Ted Knight and Monroe.
What about Tom Hanks's show? What was it? Good and Bosom Buddies?
Bosom Buddies.
They played drag queens. They dressed up as women to live
just to get a cheap apartment.
Yeah. Who cares?
You could never do that now because that would be like their transphobic or whatever.
Yeah. Well, it would be sexual assault, right? To pass yourself off as women so you could see them in their underwear. Why
didn't that ever come back to bite them in the ass? You figure all the shit they pull out on people, like, oh, you did this way back when, and we can't be with you anymore. And like that didn't come back on Tom Hanks.
Hanks, everybody loves Tom Hanks. He's fine.
Yeah.
Teflon Tom.
Remember, he was the drunk uncle on Family Ties.
Yeah.
He slapped Alex.
That's true. He did.
Oh, I forgot about that. So cool guy. Yes, cool guy. This is the first time we're seeing Roger on video. I didn't think so, but I think I saw. I mean, how long have we been friends, Roger? Like
a long
10
time
years now, and I think I saw Roger first time on video we would do marathon video things while he was helping me sort a collection.
We did like hours and hours online. Yeah.
And when I saw him on video, I was like, were you always bald? I don't think I don't think I've ever seen you before. Oh. So yeah, Rob Ewing, us of us that grew up in the 80s, man. Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, cool guy. Perfect Strangers.
Yeah.
I've already marathoned that one. That's a good one.
Balky from Meepos.
Yeah. All right, let's get back into toys. We've had about 10 minutes of 80s TV.
My fault. Sorry.
No, you're all good. You're all good. So KJ Smith, dollar store figures. So these are at the Dollar Tree. I have purchased some of these. So these are Final Faction. They actually have a cartoon. I don't know how. I'm like, let's see if I can play it. Oh, 10 minutes. So they have a cartoon that's 10 minutes long. So these are dope. So they have bad guys and good guys. These are all $1 a piece. And then each one of these accessory sets are $1 as well. The human figures do come with some accessories like This Jinx looking one came with samurai swords and stuff. And then you get the bad guys over here. And what's crazy is, so if you look at these synthoids here, these attachments are their arms. So let me pull out my guy here. So these are 3 3/4, if you can't tell.
For $1.
Yeah, for $1, dude. So here's the synthoid guy.
Wow.
All geared up, where he has a machine gun on this arm, and then he has these extra guns up here. The paint apps are what you expect from a dollar store thing. But yeah, I mean, you can swap out the arms and put different arms in them. That's what the synthoid pack is.
But it's amazing. They can make profit on $1 figure, but yet a G.I. Joe or a Star Wars figure in that size is $14.
Yeah,
Exactly.
makes no fucking sense, man. How articulated are they?
What?
How articulated are they?
Oh, just 5-point, not even waist.
Still for $1.
They got any? Do they have the screws like in the back? Like a lot of dollar store figures have screws in the back, like 4 or 5 screws.
They have 2.
Okay.
They do have 2 on there. I don't know if you could see it.
Yeah.
One of those holes is a backpack hole, and the other 2 are. But I mean, like, this dude is the hero. He's got this cool, like, little laser gun that comes down, little backpack and shit. Here's the chick. She has 2 katana blades.
What about the Mexican guy? Do you have him?
This one here.
Yeah.
No, I don't have. I've got this guy and her, and then I've got one of these guys and this kind of skull guy, and then a couple of their accessory packs. But I wasn't even going to really bring these up because I'm like, not everybody has Dollar Trees, all that kind of shit.
Everybody has Dollar Trees now.
You can
Mine
order
burned
these
to the ground.
Did it?
Yeah, during the George Floyd protests.
Oh, so yeah, on purpose. Oh, that's shitty. But yeah, you can order these online, pick them up free in the store. So you can literally order, I think what it was. So they show 2 here, but they're the same ones. So it's 8. Yeah, it's $14 for the entire set of all this shit. So I think I was hoping I'd be able to find them in store. And besides the first time I found them, Churro, the guard dog.
Churro. That's an awesome name.
Talk about cultural appropriation. Jesus.
Yeah, right?
You name a Chihuahua Churro, boy.
But yeah, I read about these on one of the groups, and I'm really impressed. Again, for $1. I don't know. Are you going to take up shelf space with them? Probably not, but go buy the whole set with them, play with them for an hour, and then donate them to Goodwill or something, you know. But I like them. I would like to get the whole set. All right, store report.
Hang on, before we go to store report, can I interject?
Yeah, of course.
We got to talk about NECA's vintage Frankenstein.
Damn
NECA's Universal Frankenstein.
There was a couple in there that I had in there for you, and I was like, oh, there's just too much news. I'm going to eliminate. Frankenstein was one of them. Here, let me, I'll search for it real quick. But yes, you're right. I finally watched, I'm a Creature from the Black Lagoon guy.
Okay.
And I finally watched Shape of Water, and I was just like, holy shit, this, no wonder it won the Academy Award. And
is that the movie that the lady tries to have sex with the monster or something?
She
like
does.
Yeah, she does.
My
she
mom's
does.
like, you gotta see this bullshit I watched on TV. My mom's
It's really good, dude. Rock, it's actually really good, dude.
Is it?
Was she an Italian lady, and was she talking with her hands?
Oh, that's my mom all the time, but she's just not black. She's like, you gotta see this movie with this fucking a monster fucking a lady.
You got Michael Shannon as like the bureaucrat. Like, it's really good.
Oh,
Oh, really?
I know, that was a good movie. It really was.
All right, you guys got me convinced. I'm gonna check it out.
so yeah, I went and ordered the Creature from Shape of Water after I watched it. I was like, yep, this is This is basically a love letter to creature.
Well, it looks like Abe from Hellboy.
Oh, it does look like
Abe Sapien.
Yeah,
it's they're both Guillermo del Toro too. So
yeah,
I'm sure there's a reason for it.
Hey, Cliff, do you know, did they get the rights to all the Universal monsters, like the Mummy and Dracula, or is it just Frankenstein right now?
So right now, they have Frankenstein. They've teased the Mummy. Like right now on Twitter, NECA's cover photo on Twitter, or their profile picture, is the Mummy. I don't know. They haven't said anything about Dracula. Dracula's always been very nebulous because Bela Lugosi's estate is not cool about granting likeness rights.
Oh, interesting.
But so NECA's but what I'm hoping, because everybody makes the Mummy and that's all fine, but Boris Karloff is only the Mummy for like 4 seconds. He's really spends the whole movie in a fez as a character named Ardith Bay.
Yeah.
So their profile picture is just the mummy, but I'm hoping that he'll have maybe an interchangeable head and maybe some robes so that we can actually get an Ardith Bay figure. But that's just my nitpick. No one makes an Ardith Bay. Everyone makes the Mummy, but no one makes Ardith Bay.
I don't think too many people know Ardith Bay. That's the whole, people know the common characters. So it's interesting.
Yeah.
See what they do.
Yeah, it's been really really interesting watching. Since Halloween, I finally sat down and watched all the original Universal Monster movies, and I'm like, shit, I don't think I had seen most of them. I'm not sure what About Figs. It says he's Mexican. I'm not sure. Did I miss what he's referring to there?
The dog churro, maybe?
The dog churro?
Oh, yeah, no, I got that joke.
It's like, what is he mean? Is he talking about Boris Karloff? I don't think he's Mexican. All right. So looks like Galaxy's Edge in downtown Disney Anaheim will be getting a new he confirmed it as churro he was talking about. Get the new Star Wars trading post down there. So if all you Californians were jealous of the Floridians, now you got your own. And I thought this was that K90 or whatever, or Q90, but no, it's just Forlon there. But just a store report if you're in Orange County. Where else were we? Oh, I thought this was kind of cool. I have just the standard Velociraptor from the Amber series, and I really like it. Besides, their claws are a little clunky and big. But Target is going to be doing, and again, Target exclusive.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Are going to be doing each week they're going to announce a new item up for pre-order. Go Beyond the Gates every third Wednesday of the month from now until September. Jesus, with exclusive new items you won't want to miss out on. I'm not even a big pterodactyl or Petronodon fan.
Pteranodon, the P is silent.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Pteranodon. That makes much more sense. But I think I might get this. A fucking super. So if people don't know, Amber series is like their Black series. So these are made to scale with 6-inch figures.
Yeah, I saw these the 6-inch figures. They did that dude from the first Jurassic Park, the one like tries to get out of the park with the egg.
Newman.
Oh yeah, Newman. Yeah,
Newman. Yeah, they
did. Dennis Nedry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that reminds me, I wanted the Dilophosaurus, that spitting one that kills them.
Yeah,
and that's in the Black series, or that's in the Amber collection as well.
They also, to piggyback on this, Slick, sorry to interrupt. They also just announced for the 3 3/4-inch figures, they're doing a box set with Nedry in the raincoat, a new Jeep with a soft top, and a Dilophosaurus. And I didn't buy that exclusive Nedry in the Barbasol can.
Yeah,
I didn't want it because he was in the Hawaiian shirt from before he goes to the park. And I'm like, I need Nedry in a raincoat. So they're going to release a box set with a new Jeep, the Nedry, and a Dilophosaurus for the 3 3/4 line.
Hell yeah, that rocks. Yeah, I tried to get it because just because I dug the packaging. Mattel always knocks it out of the park with their packaging. But their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives were ridiculous this year.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, they were Instagram only. By the time I got, like, even was able to click on the link and get over there, they were sold out somehow. So, because I was pissed that I missed that WWF Mr. T. Because that's one of my first WrestleManias I remember is that fucking Mr. T and Hulk Hogan one.
Thunderlips versus Clubber Lang.
Yeah. Did they do a Samuel L. Jackson character for this?
No,
they will be in the Amber collection.
And are you gonna have a big like ashtray full of cigarettes as you sit there and just, like, keep smoking?
They say his name is Mr. What is it? Mr. Arnold. They've announced it that we haven't seen any pictures yet.
So, Rob, you must be in Canada if you still have a Toys R Us to go to. What was that Nedry up there? Or Roger, have you seen them?
Yeah, I saw them in Toys R Us.
And what do they cost? Your money up there?
I didn't even look at it. I just saw it. I was like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. And then walked on. Like, I'm out for Jurassic Park, so
yeah. I feel you. Yeah, because I'd be curious. Because, yeah, the figures.
I'm assuming like the 25 range, around there, 30.
Yeah, because I know like the dinosaurs are 30. I don't know what the Malcolm. I have the Malcolm from it, but I got it on clearance for like $7. That's the only reason why I bought it, because I wasn't going to pay 20, 25, even 30 for it. So, but all right.
I have every Jeff Goldblum figure ever produced.
beyond the 3 3/4 and the Amber, what other ones have they made of him?
There's the vintage Kenner Jurassic Park Malcolm. There's 3 different Malcolms for Lost World. Then there's the Independence Day Jeff Goldblum. Then there's the Fly from McFarlane Toys Movie Maniacs. Oh, wow. Then there's the 3 3/4 Mattel Jurassic Park, and then the 6-inch Mattel Jurassic Park. Oh, and Thor Ragnarok. I have all of them. I have all of them.
Crazy,
because I love Jeff Goldblum.
I like it too.
And I check Shapeways once a week. All I want is somebody to fucking 3D print a 7-inch scale telepod from the Fly, so I can display him with the fucking telepod.
What Shapeways?
It's like a 3D printing website where like people make like custom weapons, custom toys that you can buy.
Oh, okay.
That's how these guys are built. Is they order, they design these in 3D software. They order them, but because these have rivets in them and pins, that they order all their parts from Shapeways, have them shipped to them. They make the cassette with all the pins and rivets and then ship it to you.
Oh, you know what it was? My friend, he went on some website. He downloaded all these 3D scans of unmade Mandalorian figures, and then he printed them himself. And they look like vintage Star Wars figures. That's unbelievable. And it was like, all he had to do was, it was like a couple dollars to download the different
some
forms.
people charge and some people it's free.
I heard that the software they were going to put out when this became a thing, it was all supposed to be free and like open for everybody.
Yeah.
The only thing you couldn't get were like guns and things like that.
Rob says $40 Canadian.
Oh, there you go. So.
For that. Yeah, so that is pricey for a 6-inch nail.
You got to think though, Toys R Us marks their shit up, so.
Or are you talking about the exclusive Nedry, Rob? Oh, again, there's a little delay, so we'll move on to the next one.
There was an interesting thing about that figure. There's been ones that have been seen on the shelves that had a wrestling figure, a guy named Matt Riddle's head packaged as the alternate head with like a weird. Some people thought it was a custom. Yeah, it was an interesting thing about that figure I heard on the podcast this week.
Huh.
That it's supposed to be Dennis Nedry, but it's this guy Rob Riddle, and with like a different hairstyle. And they think the factory, either somebody was just fucking up at the factory, or it was just going to a very, very strange era.
Huh. Crazy.
Yeah.
The next wave of vintage collection is hitting. So this includes the new Boba Fett, the Child. What's this guy?
Griff Karga.
There you go. And then Princess Leia, and then what they bitch about is how crappy they did with the hair. So if you remember in this outfit, she should have 2 braids that she puts up in little loops, and it looks like they just made like lines down the back of it. Super shitty. But not that I would be buying that one in there anyways. But yeah, those are hitting. There's been lots of reports. Okay, so Rob confirms it's the amber version in the raincoat. So, all right, what else we got? What else we got here? Masterverse Wave 1. Let's see if I'm still logged in here. No, I have to log in. Look at my super strong password. They gave.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow,
3-character password. Oh, what the fuck? That's fucked up. Let's see, Masterverse. So if people aren't familiar with Masterverse, this is going to be the new 6-7 inch line from Mattel, including figures from the cartoon itself. Let's see, high-end collectible premium decos, 30 points of articulation for extreme posability, plus accessories for epic storytelling. So these should be retailing for about $20. You can kind of, let me bump this up so people can see all their small print. So you can see what wholesale breakdown looks like. This is about the same as what it is for Black Series. So it shows that even with a wholesale account, unless you're buying 10 plus cases, you're really not getting a break on these because you have to pay for shipping and blah, blah, blah. But so the first case is going to have 2 He-Man Classic, a Moss Man, which if you've seen looks very much like Swamp Thing, Evil Lyn, Revelation, and 2 Skeletor Classics. So maybe they'll be including things other than the cartoon in here. I thought the cartoon was called Masterverse too, but
no, the cartoon's Masters of the Universe Revelations.
Well, there's another one also.
Oh, is there? Okay, I'm talking about the Kevin Smith one.
Okay. So yeah, like you said. Oh, so maybe here's the Revelation Battle Cat deluxe action figure in the Masterverse line. Oversized Skeletor, which I think that's probably deluxe's. What they're talking about. Revelation He-Man. Oh, okay. So yeah, it looks like Masterverse is just like multiverse, where they'll have them from all the different lines. Revelation Beastman, Revelation Tila, Revelation Skeletor, Revelation Man at Arms.
So are these like the what am I thinking here?
The classics.
Yeah, the classics line.
Yeah, it's like that. It's Mattel's own line, though.
Well, wasn't classics Mattel's own line?
Yeah,
Well,
they're not those bucks anymore. They're all good. It almost looked like in the silhouettes they showed, almost looked like it was going back to the 2002, where like everyone was a different size.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Like how like Beastman was ginormous in 2002. He
was like super long and lanky.
Yeah.
A Spikor, which I'm excited about. I'm a big Spikor fan. It's one of the figures I had as a kid.
I love his launching trident.
Yeah. With safety nubs at the end of it. So that's what we can expect from Masterverse here coming. And what was this other one? Oh, that's what was supposed to be those, and then this was wave one. Anyways, something that happened since we've been away was this freaking Thunder Tank happened. All right, anybody? Cliff? Can you do it? No.
Even since I was a kid, I've never been into the playsets of the vehicles. I've only just collected the Thundercats figures. Like,
really? And
yeah, even when the reboot came out, and I saw like Big Lots had like shit tons of Thunder Tanks.
Yeah.
And I had all the figures. Even at Big Lots prices, I was like, I don't need a Thunder Tank.
Oh my God, I jumped on it. I still want a vintage one, but I don't know if I can do this. $500, man.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Dude, it's that, and it's huge. Like,
well, they're fitting what, 6-inch figures in it?
Yeah, you can fit them all.
So, yeah,
it's fucking massive,
you
man.
You could see what a 6-inch figure looks like.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah. So I mean, they are, and somebody was saying like, the only way I can rationalize this is to do exactly this, for it to be a play set, for me to set up all of my Thunderclap classics, and that's my display. But I don't know, man. And of course, it's going to be one of those things. So you could still get Snake Mountain from Entertainment Earth up until a few months ago. It was still available on there, retail price, all that kind of shit. And now it's sold out, and now it's going for, and I was like, fuck. Because I always kept that in my back pocket. Like, okay, if I make space, I get all my shit together, I'll get it. And never did. Went and looked on eBay, and now it's going for like $1,000.
Of course it is, yeah.
So that's what I'm afraid with this, is that like I might have space someday, but
don't do it, man.
I know that's
dude, it's $450 for a car. Like,
Slick, you definitely got
yeah,
space
you could buy a
for
whole
it.
fucking car you could drive yourself.
Yeah, you exactly. You put it in your driveway. Your wife doesn't need to park there. Tell her to park in the street. Jessica, you don't need to park there. Come on, a Thunder Tank.
Anybody in the chat getting this? Come on.
Talk them out of it, man. Talk them out of it.
Maybe if there's more people getting it, I might jump on.
Oh, jeez, dude.
That's the worst.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's see here. Ultimate Second Chance. So they show him riding it,
again,
and they're like, "Oh wait, these figures are not available anymore." And so they're putting out the Lion-O and Panthro Ultimates version. As well as the Mumra, which hasn't come out yet, but is already pre-sold out everywhere. So here's what those Ultimates were like. I have the original ones from Mattel. So
me too. I didn't.
Yeah, the extra accessory. Even though I'm an accessory junkie, it wasn't enough to get me to spend another $50 on these. But I've got Mumra. I pre-ordered him originally, and he's still waiting because I love the fucking Mamut. Now, no one's putting comments in the chat.
There you go. See?
No one else is getting it. Everybody else is in their right mind.
Yeah, exactly.
And then this is kind of cool of Super 7 to do. Mattel's been known to send out replacement parts when they fuck up something really bad, and Super 7 is doing the same thing. So a Wave 1 replacement parts booster pack, a few replacement parts Panthro shorts, Jackalman guns, Jackalman neck and shoulder, and then Panthro head with glow in the dark eyes. I think that's just a new one they're throwing in there. Don't have a full picture of it. There you go. And this is just going out to anybody free that ordered Wave 1. Now, here's the fucking sticking point is I order all my Super 7 shit through Big Bad because it could just go in my pile of loot. Will Big Bad toy store people be getting this? Most likely not, right? Like you have to order from Super 7, I assume, to get
Well, yeah, that's the gimmick to get them to go to your site, right?
Yeah.
Well, so you just contact them and explain your situation, how you bought them through, another website.
Look. So here's people asking that same question. They must say something here. Fans who obtain their figures from a third-party seller such as eBay can send an email to customer service for instructions on how to receive the parts.
Oh,
That's
there you go.
Did you order the Wave 1?
I think I did order the Wave 1. I think I might have to send them an email.
But I thought you just said that you didn't get it because you already had Rhino and Panthro.
What are you talking about, Cliff? I never.
Oh! You're right. These headphones slick. Sorry.
Oh, yeah,
My bad, bro.
I just want the glow in the dark Panthro eyes.
I was like, wait, what's happening here? So dumb.
He's willing
sometimes.
interstate commerce fraud to get the Panthro glowing eyes.
I don't know what you're talking about. He ordered the Wave 1.
Yeah, that's what I heard. Wave 1
Royal
in
Mounted
hand.
Police
We misheard, Rock. He didn't get the Mattel ones because he knew the Super 7 ones were coming.
Yeah.
We got the Royal Mounted Police after him for price swapping. Now we're gonna have the FBI going after him for the Panthro.
I apologize. Sometimes my brain is not as fast as yours, Slim.
They're gonna bust down his door like it's Waco. They say, did you go online and request these toys you didn't purchase?
Oh, but good on them for doing that, and that's amazing that they're even offering it for people that bought it from the secondary market. It's an end of an era, man. Oh crap! I posted the wrong link in there. How did I? Anyways, so Pulse Prime, the free Pulse Prime, is ending finally. So if people don't remember, in 2019 for Toy Fair, Hasbro Pulse launched, and they gave everyone a free subscription that ordered or pre-ordered something during that Toy Fair weekend. And they've just continued to extend it and extend it and extend it. So now on March 1st, it'll finally not be free for those people that were grandfathered in. So starting March 1st, your Pulse Prime membership will expire unless you bought it previous to that time. And you'll have to reorder it. And it did its job. I really like being able to order one figure and get free shipping, especially with all these Fan First Fridays, even though I miss a lot of those because I don't pay attention to them and they sell out in an hour. I bet no more Pulse Prime will fucking, and I don't know if it's Pulse Prime. It might be called something else, but no more of that free shipping might do away with those figures selling out so quickly. Did anybody have this?
I didn't.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
I just paid shipping.
Yeah, I paid shipping too.
So. Here's Rob Ewing's chiming in about that.
There you go. Don't do it.
But he also says, I jumped on the HasLab Sentinel, over $500 Canadian for that, and he wishes he ordered two. That's probably the aftermarket value right now, because that thing was only $200 American. I can't imagine Pulse would make it that expensive for you Canucks.
Oh, for sure they would.
Is Canucks derogatory?
No,
is that something only you?
We don't get offended by that.
Okay. That's our word.
If you started talking with your hands and shit, yeah, we'd be offended.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. They say people are already selling their pre-orders for 800 plus. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, that fucking
it's just so much nicer, guys. It's just so less stressful if you just buy toys you want because you want them, instead of trying to speculate what might be expensive later. Just buy what you want. Like I have all the Cara Dunes. Like I haven't opened them yet. Do I want to sell them? Probably not. I'll probably open them when I get around to it because I don't care. It's just so much easier.
Well, in my speculation all comes down to FOMO, right?
Mm-hmm.
The fear of missing out on it, and then it does jump up insanely in the aftermarket. So, but I didn't. I tried to order the sale bars and missed it by an hour. Like it was my first round of unemployment, and there's like no way I can afford to buy a $500 toy right now. And I was like, oh, fuck it. I better do it. I'll have a job by then. And I missed it by an hour because I had the time zones wrong. But point of that story is I've never looked back. Like I would never try to buy one on the secondary market. That kind of thing. All right. And then here's where we teased at the top of the show, Hot Toys Deluxe Boba Fett. So I think this is, God, get my icons out of there. I think this is something we can all get down with. So this is the deluxe version. So this comes with, oh shit, is this literally 2 figures? Oh, it must be.
$4.95.
I thought it was just extra.
Dude, that is fucking cheap for Sideshow, man.
Yeah, wow. for 2 figures. So we get him and his Sandcrawler get up. And then that head sculpt is fucking amazing. God, Hot Toys kills those.
It better be all scarred up and shit. Like, I want to see some serious, like, damage to his face. Sarlacc damage to his face.
And then you get the armor, and the armor looks amazing. How beat up it is with the colors. I'm glad they didn't go for it. When he wore it later, he like repainted it, right? Yeah. Like at the end of the episode.
Cleaned it up.
Yeah. Now you can also just get the Boba Fett and armor by itself for like $280 or something like that. But
yeah, that's a deal, man. For 2 figures, that's a deal. Yeah.
And this one, especially if Mandalorian can keep its thing, and then if Boba Fett becomes part of the team, like this thing is just gonna fucking.
He's got his own show.
Yeah, he's got his own show coming out.
Oh, is it? See, this is
called The Book of Boba Fett.
Ah. So yeah, great precursor to that. 27,001. It's saying are viewing this collectible. I think you meant have viewed this collectible. There's not 27,000 people looking at this page right this second. I'm sorry, Sideshow. Your server would crash. And then last up, for online stuff you can pre-order right now, Good Old Origins. So Green Goddess, web store, one of my favorites, one of the ones as a kid, Faker. Beastman, Lords of Power version. So that's the the mini comic version of him. Deluxe Buzzsaw Hordak. I'm always down with the good Hordak. Evil Lyn version 2 and the Wind Raider.
Yeah, Wind Raider.
Oh.
And hey, Slick, on DCBS, Discount Comic Book Services, this month they have the Wave with Scare Glow that you get the whole case.
I saw that.
Go ahead. Because I didn't place my order yet. I'm tempted because I want to get the Scare Glow. So
yeah, I haven't pre-ordered with BBTS.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's where I have mine ordered with. The problem with DCBS is you have to order a case. Like there's not a lot of stuff. NECA stuff, Super 7 stuff, some Diamond Select figures you can order singly, but like anything Hasbro, and I think the Origins are the same, you have to buy the entire case. Now, if you want the entire case, that's fine, but there's usually duplicates.
But they did the case is only 4 figures. Because me and my friends were looking to it, the Star Joes guys, we were looking to it a couple days ago. We were all having this conversation that I think it's Orko.
Oh, you're right.
Orko, Manny Faces,
Trap Jaw, and oh, that's not bad.
The only problem is they do tend to cancel a lot of your figures, and it says no replacement to be shipped.
Yeah,
I had that happen to me a couple times recently.
Yeah, me too. And luckily each time I've had a replacement for it, but yeah.
But look at that price, $59 for all 4.
Yeah. Yeah, and at least I get charged tax, but it's free shipping because they just do if you're ordering any comics whatsoever,
Right.
you pay shipping already, and it's flat.
It's not a bad price for that wave.
That is a good one. But I don't want Orko, and I got Trapjaw and Manny Faces on Walmart. So the only one I want was Scareglow. I think that's why I skipped it this time.
Yeah, I didn't want Orko either, so I have the other two. I just need Scareglow.
Nobody wants Orko.
Yeah,
I got Orko. He's not bad.
You already have him, Cliff? Did you find him in store?
I believe I got him on Amazon for 15.
Oh, really? Nice.
I found him and Manny Faces, and I found Panther for 24. They were all on Amazon one day, so I bought them.
Nice. Yeah, I'm holding out for the Walmart flocked Panthro. The only thing, and not to go off on too much of a tangent here, the only thing I ordered action figure wise was this bad boy.
Your heavy metal.
Yeah, dude. She's a 6-inch figure with her fucking little pterodactyl or pterodon. Pterodon.
I thought that was the thing from Golden Axe. Remember Golden Axe? They could ride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought it was at first.
And it is them, right? It is. Oh no, this is executive replicas. Yeah, I did some search on their stuff. But this is the difference. So DCBS will give you about 20% discount on most things. This thing retails for $130 on Big Bad Toy Store.
Whoa.
And it was only $82 here. So I was like, I'm going to order it. And if I don't like it, I'll just fucking sell it. I can at least make my money back if retail is going to be $130 on this set. So, but anyways, back over here. All right. What we got? And why don't we start with you, Rock? Since hopefully you didn't get too much, right? You said you've been selling, not buying.
You know what? Can we go to somebody else first? Because I just got to go grab what I got. I didn't buy.
Yeah, I got to grab my shit too.
You want me to go?
Yeah,
Cliff, it's all you, buddy.
Yeah.
Cliff,
All
carry
right,
the show right now.
So I'm just gonna read most of what I got because it's a pile of loot. And I could show you the pile of loot. It's right there behind me. But that pile of loot came with.
Oh, hold on. Let me solo layout time, Cliff. There we go. Yeah.
Here, hold on. I'll even do you one better. While I describe what I got for my pile of loot, I'll just have the camera focused on the new Cliff figure.
Oh, yeah. The one you made from Eldor?
Yep. All right. So I got, in my pile of loot, I got Universal Monsters Reaction. I got Creature from the Black Lagoon, Wolfman, Mummy. I got the Super 7 Deluxe Ultimates Conan, Thulsa Doom, Rexor, Thorgrim, all 4 of the Conan the Barbarian figures.
Nice.
I got the Halloween 2 Loomis and Laurie Mego style 2-pack from NECA.
Oh, yeah.
I got the Ultimate Ghostface figure from NECA. I got the Mego style Ghostface figure from NECA. I got the Halloween 2 Reaction Laurie and Michael. I got Cara Dune Black Series. I got Ahsoka Tano Rebels version Black Series. I got Luke Skywalker in his Endor Poncho Black Series.
Okay.
I got the Misfits Holiday Fiend, which is a Mego style figure from NECA.
Boo! It's him as Santa, right?
Yeah, he's got it like a Santa cloak. Yeah. But it's Misfits, so I have to buy it. I got the Vintage Collection Moff Gideon, Vintage Collection Armorer, Vintage Collection Mandalorian Beskar.
Nice.
I also got the Super 7 Reaction Phantom of the Opera, Bride of Frankenstein, Dracula, Frankenstein.
Wow.
And then the Thundercats Ultimates Glow in the Dark Mumra in his bandages.
Oh, nice.
And
Yeah,
then-
I skipped that one. That was one I really kicked it around because I love glow in the dark, but I already had the original.
See, I skipped the original, but then got that one so I could have that with it being glow in the dark.
Nice.
This is the Mezco 112 Christopher Reeve Superman that just showed up.
Interesting. And around 10 like that?
Yeah, check this out. I'll pull it out. It's almost like it's like a like.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Wow.
dope.
Yeah, so he's got like he's got his krypton, he's got his like Fortress of Solitude base with a couple different crystals, and the base lights up.
Jesus.
And I'm all in on any Christopher Reeve Superman figure they make, so I had to get it. And then, as a shock to every single person on this panel and all of our listeners, I got some Transformers.
Oh my God.
What?
Because these are the mask homages. This guy and this guy are mask homages.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Are you just going to try to sell off the? Oh, you don't sell your toys, right?
Yeah, I'll just keep them. I'll just put them on the same shelf with the. I'll put the Hurricane homage next to Hurricane. I'll put the Stinger homage next to Stinger, and I'll just put the other ones on the shelf.
God, I want that Hurricane one so bad, but not buy 5 other ones for it.
And then here is the Masters of the Universe Cliff figure in my trademark burgundy hoodie, which you can see directly behind me,
I was going to say,
and my blue
Is it-
Dickies.
your robe burgundy as well?
No,
Don't
it's
you
just my hood. I don't have a robe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
Well,
just.
you had
Go
a
ahead.
picture a long time ago where you're like smoking a cigar and you're in a robe.
Oh no, that's
and
my
I-
smoking jacket.
Oh, smoking jacket. It's like, don't call it a robe. It's a smoking
Yeah,
jacket.
that is a classy smoking jacket, is what that is. But that's pretty much that's it. I got another Elvis figure, but I don't want Slick to boo me, so I won't show that.
Showing that fucking cultural appropriator on this show.
Slick, I hate guitars.
Yeah.
My daughter asked me if I could know how to play one instrument, and I chose guitar, acoustic guitar, but I chose guitar if I could know how to play one instrument.
Nice, and that's all I got.
All right, Rock, you ready? You got everything?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right. Oh, how do I get rid of Cliff here? No, I don't want to remove him. Maybe I go back to all of us and then put Rock. Yeah, there we go. All right.
Oh, but I'm in the background.
Yeah.
Well, believe it or not, for once, I finally had something not get canceled by Walmart. I actually got both of my fangs.
Oh,
And
nice.
I only wanted one, but I did the slick. I wanted free shipping, so I ordered 2. And one came a little damaged up top. I sold it instantly on eBay for $56.
Jesus
Instantly.
Christ.
And it sold internationally because it went to a guy in New Zealand.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's the big thing with all these exclusives, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got charged $54 and I think 12 cents, so it was perfect that I got all my money back. So it was a win-win.
so
I
you
got
get a
this
free
from
thing.
I got this from DCBS because I want to make a Roadhouse Patrick Swayze custom.
Oh my god,
Nice.
Red Dawn is so much better than Roadhouse.
No,
I wouldn't go that far, but Red Dog's
Yes,
pretty
it
good.
like this was
Red
one of my
Dawn was-
favorite.
Red
We've
Dawn
talked
was
about this
filmed
movie a
in my
lot, but
home.
I mean, because this was filmed where you grew up, Jason. But like, this is one of my favorite movies ever. Like the
Yeah.
first PG-13 movie ever made. And
Yeah.
I got this from DCBS, which was kind of good. When they have something in stock, instead of being pre-order, they ship it right then and there. They had
If you don't ask to put it in your pile of loot.
yeah, well they had the Freddy's.
Oh, the Freddy's Furnace.
Yeah, I got it for like $22 from DCBS. I couldn't beat that.
Oh, nice. Oh,
So
there
this
you
will
go.
fit perfect in the detail. But I've really been trying not to buy anything, and I got to admit, when you start packing up your collection, you realize how much shit you have that you bought that either you're never going to display, And then you're like, why do I even have this? So I literally sold $1,000 worth of toys in the last 2 weeks because I packed my room up.
How much anxiety and panic attacks did you have?
Oh, none really. I mean, look, my room is like almost everything's packed up. I mean, I had the reaction Jaws in the package, the Funko one, the bloody version from Toys R Us. It was sitting behind a bunch of CGC comic books. I got $150 for that. I'm never going to display it.
Shit.
Yeah, those reaction Jaws figures have gone up like crazy.
Yeah,
nobody can see it besides us, but I'm pointing to mine right now. Mine is right there.
Well, you could switch it back, but even I have a loose Jaws, and I can't find the scuba tank. But I have that for $80 on eBay right now. I have 10 people watching it. But I sold a lot of stuff. I got rid of a lot of stuff, and I think there might be a bigger purge once I move. I think all my G.I. Joe 25th that's been on card that I haven't sold, like I don't display, I think they're all gone when I go.
Yeah. You're going to make some good money off them, dude.
Yeah. I
sold my 25th off. That's uncarded. Pulled off cards. I made hand over fist in cash.
It's when you start physically packing every single toy that you own, and then you see how many boxes you have, and the room I'm in is not that big. I was just like, holy shit, what am I doing with all my money? I'm just like, I've been slowing down. I really haven't been buying much, and I don't know in the future what might happen either. I might kind of slow down and just do.
Rock, I can tell you exactly what'll happen. When I had to pack up the Cliff Cave.
Mm-hmm.
I had, no joke, like 3 or 4 nervous breakdowns as I was packing the shit up. I was like, why do I have all this? What do I have all this? Why do I have all this? And then like you'll go through about 2 weeks of like malaise, and then you'll be right back to collecting. Like it never happened.
Well, I went in my basement today and I found 5 contractor-sized garbage bags filled with mint on card starting lineup figures that are kind of worthless. I have my collection, and I inherited my dad's collection. I have hundreds of hockey starting lineup figures that are absolutely worthless. But what do? You don't throw them out. You can't sell them. I got offered. A guy was going to buy them 3 for $1 at my vintage store.
Jesus Christ!
3 for $1. I can't. I'll throw them away before I do that, or donate them. So
you just get a table at like a toy show, and like 2 for $5.
Well, but there's when the pandemic's over, maybe. But I'm at a collecting conundrum right now myself. I'm happy with what I have, and I'm going to slow down a little bit. So no more $1,000 G.I. Joes in the next future.
But see, even those, like, to me, in my opinion, that is amazing. Especially if you're reinvesting your efforts, right? Like you're flipping a lot that you got super cheap and being able to pay for that. And so $1,000 takes up.
Well, I'm getting Cliff panic attacks right now. Can we go to group to everybody?
Sorry. Yes. So $1,000 buys you something that takes up this much space, right? You know, like my problem is because I haven't bought vintage. I haven't bought like high-end, super valuable stuff. I've spent a lot of money on collectibles, but I literally have like a 3-car garage, top to bottom, wall to wall. That's how much I have boxed up.
Pray you don't move.
3-car garage. Yeah, you know, and so that's one of those things where, you know, I couldn't fucking imagine moving that. You know, but you know, God, hopefully my fucking app takes off and fucking we will move soon, you know. So yeah, the moving thing I don't even want to think about.
It's fucking brutal, man. I've moved mine. It was fucking
dude, I moved mine when I was only 2 or 3 years into collecting. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, all the boxes labeled toys. And that was 3 years worth. I couldn't imagine now 15 years later, you know. Yeesh.
Like I had this, like my dining room, we sold a lot of furniture because we're buying new furniture for the new house. My dining room has no furniture. It's literally all boxes. So we've been organizing them. What boxes the movers going to take? What boxes I'm going to take? Like all my collection, I don't want them to take. I don't want them to touch it. Like I'll let them move my boxes of comics, but I don't want them. And I'm thinking to myself, like, how crazy is this? That like one box of all my AFA figures. I told my wife, like, I cannot have them move this. And she's like, all right, well, you move all your other stuff yourself. But I'm thinking to myself, like, that's how bad the sickness of collection gets when you realize you bought stuff that you can't even trust other people to touch.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, your stuff. I mean, a box of your vintage Joes. That could be a
like all the straight arms been on card and all the AFA ones. Exactly. It's like I told my wife, there's about $20,000 in this box between like those two shelves I had with all like the top of the line collectibles. I was like, that's probably $20,000 in one box. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, there was tons of stuff. We hired a friend of mine that was a mover for him, and a friend of his. He got to keep his truck on Sundays. You know, they move all day Saturday. You know, they were 6 days a week, but he took the truck home on Sunday. So I hired him and a friend of his to move us. And even though it was one of my best friends, there were tons of things I took in my own truck that I was just like, nope, you know, I'm not going to, I don't care how much I could tell you, be careful of this, you know, I took it in my own shit.
Yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. So I will really be slowing down for sure.
So KJ moved from a second floor to a fourth 2 years ago. And then here's his other, and it sucked.
I'm sure it did.
Oh, I couldn't imagine, especially, you know, we were moving suburb to suburb, you know, so lots of parking, you know, nice thing. I couldn't imagine trying to move collections and like walk-ups and shit like that in New York. Oh God. But anyways, all right. All right, Roger, you ready to astound and wow?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Let's get this one out of here.
So I got Warpath.
Oh, nice. How is the fig? I have them. I haven't opened them. How is the transformation? Is it?
I have not transformed them.
Oh.
I'm shocked I got them out of the package, to be honest with you. So,
I was going to say you're a package.
I'm breaking rules here by doing that. All right, so I got Firefly.
Oh shit!
Oh, nice.
I got.
Did you pay a pretty penny for that? You have someone that could.
Let's not talk about that. I got Viper.
Nice.
Again, let's not talk about that. A good friend of mine sent off a package, and I got it. So I got my weird-looking Roblox and my Beachhead.
Nice.
I also got my Beastman and my Man-at-Arms.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I got.
I'm amazed you paid the extra $15 for the tracking, but
yeah,
I feel you.
I got this guy in the wild.
Oh wow!
Wow, I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, I got him in the wild. I was fucking shocked to see him.
Hell yeah, that's dope. And it's working, right? I think we've talked about this before, but the chest works, doesn't it?
Yeah, there's a button there to punch it, and it'll flip through its things.
Oh, and it even has a hole in the package?
Yeah. There's like a little indent in the package. If you look, you can see right there, like there's a little round indent, and you can actually push it to get the
barrel thing.
The barrel to spin. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got this bad boy.
Oh, nice.
In the wild too.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you find that locally or did you?
Yeah.
So do your Walmart exclusives directly coincide to ours, or do you sometimes get stuff and sometimes?
I think we're behind like 2 waves from you guys in Walmart for Masters. So.
Well, no, I've only seen wave 1 here, at least for me at Walmart. I've seen wave 2 at Target once. and it was literally one merman. That was it.
Yeah, we get weird sporadic things. Like I got her on the weekend too.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah. I got NECA Metalhead.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I haven't opened mine up yet. I fucking need to. What do you pay for your Origins? And
I'm going to say in just under the $20 range.
okay.
I got this Funko Pop art.
Dr. Mindbender.
Dr. Mindbender.
That's awesome.
Mindbender love. Hell yeah.
I got the cod piece and everything.
His suspenders that his Borat.
Yeah.
Suspenders going to the cod piece. Hell yeah.
And then this I got from a special lady.
Nice.
Nice.
And that's the non-flocked.
Non-flocked, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have, not that I have a huge choice. I could pre-order them on lots of order them on lots of websites, but I haven't even seen the non-flocked in stores here.
I got this in a while too. Like I went to EB Games, which is GameStop for you guys.
Oh, okay.
And that he was sitting on the shelf there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And that is all I got, which is a shit ton of toys for me.
Hell yeah. Yeah, you were saying you normally get tons of car parts.
I can show you my Summit order. It's sitting in a box on the other side of me.
So Rob Ewing says, I guess Roger is in Ontario. We get diddly in Alberta.
I'm in British Columbia, my friend.
Yeah, BC.
That's the other side. I'm right next to Alberta, so.
So that's crazy. So Alberta. So I know where BC is.
It goes BC, Alberta, and then Saskatchewan, and then so on and so forth.
Oh, going west.
Yeah,
because
going
you're
west.
as far,
Or no, going east. Sorry, going east.
You're as far west as it gets, and then going.
Yes, I'm at the very end of it. So.
Okay. Yeah, BC is where we, Mrs. McFavorite, to go to the, not to bring politics back in, but I had very serious conversations with Mrs. McFavorite about her want to move to Canada a few years ago. And BC was where we were considering.
Well, pot's legal here, so.
Yeah, exactly. And that was one of the mandatory things, because we have gotten very used to our pot being legal here in Colorado.
Yeah, it's fully legal here. You can basically go to any store, pick up whatever you want. It's all good.
Do you have like bars or cafes where you
No,
can
we just have stores that you can just go into and buy.
That's how we have two places now in Denver where they've gotten licenses. Oh, here, let me switch you off. Where they have licenses where you can actually consume on premises. But
I would think we're pretty far behind from that one. So,
can you imagine Slick moving all those toys internationally?
Yeah, dude, that would fuck. Be like, yeah, we're quarantining these 3 C cans of toys here for at least 6 months.
Just get a shipping, like a shipping container.
Yeah, a shipping C can.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was literally, I was talking about like I'd have to get a CDL and then fucking rent a semi because
like shipping wars. It'd be Slick with a whole tractor trailer. I'd be wearing a big fucking bike.
Slick, there's the hurricane.
Oh, fuck you.
They made miniatures?
This is the Transformers.
Okay. And they did it after the mask?
Yeah, because he doesn't clip. You don't own any Transformers, right? Until now,
I own 3 Human Alliance figures.
Oh, okay.
Like a jet ski, like an ATV, and something that looks like the Ostriker. Because they're 1/24th. They're like mass scale.
Yeah, exactly. And so
I have more Transformers than I care to admit for. So.
All right, let's get back here. Let's see. Rob Ewing used to road trip across the border for hard to get toys. Now he just goes he's talking about, I didn't post the other comment, but now he's talking about BC.
Yeah.
He just comes to your neck of the woods to find good shit.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. You wouldn't be the first, my friend.
That's the move, man. Sell junk food and appetizers at the weed bar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying is fucking once we can get consumable licenses. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, we're
Because you can come here, you know, weed tourism, I think they said accounts for like $40 million now for Colorado. But you can't legally consume your weed anywhere because you can't consume it in a hotel. You can't consume it out in public. So if you come here to get legal weed, there's literally nowhere legal for you to consume it.
weird. You can smoke it out anywhere here. You can walk down the street, smoke it like a cigarette. You could.
Oh no! For us, it's like an open container. You can't have it in public. You've got to be. You can have it in your car because you can transport it. You can't be consuming it in a vehicle, and you can't be consuming it off of your property here.
It's legal to buy, it's legal to sell it. If you're the proprietor of the hash bar, it's legal. Illegal to carry it, but that don't matter because get a load of this. If you get stopped by a cop in Amsterdam, it's illegal for them to search you.
I just watched Pulp Fiction.
Oh, wait a minute. Do you know what they call a quarter pounder in Amsterdam?
Royale with cheese. They got the metric system, man.
Hey, Slick, are you allowed to consume it in your backyard in Colorado?
Yeah. There's been. I'm on the Nextdoor app. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but basically, it's where a bunch of Karens can post their grievances about everything.
Oh, brutal!
It helps. Like people post lost dogs and found dogs and stuff like that, and I use it. People put stuff for free up all the time, you know, like trying to get rid of this. Yeah, there's people complaining all the time. The people next door to me, their smoke.
I smell their smoke.
My window, like it should be illegal, and it's like fuck you.
The toy guy's outside opening up toys and smoking weed and just like some cardboard boxes all over the place, and the sound of crackling plastic and doing twisty ties while he's puffing away.
Well, we have a fire pit in our back. We turned my daughter's like super big sandbox into like this beach where we have a fire pit and all that kind of shit. And not to us specifically, but people complain about people having fire pits.
Of course,
like, oh God, you people burning wood.
I see flames. That's fucked up, man.
It stinks. It stinks in my backyard. Like, oh my God.
It's not like you're doing a burn pit and you're burning a body in there or something.
I agree, Cliff. Now we do have my daughter's godmother is allergic to pine. And so she can't be around fires that are burning pine wood, which all wood you buy in stores is pine.
Yeah, everything is pine.
Yeah, exactly. So she can't be around. Like when we go camping with them, we have to buy special wood to have in the fires. We have them over for our homie Christmas, and we literally have to take because we buy fresh Christmas trees. We have to take them outside because even if she's indoors with it, it'll start welling up.
Wait, you're saying they sell pine to burn as firewood in Colorado?
Oh, it's the primary firewood out here.
Yeah, dude.
See, that's funny because I work for a tree company, and when we do a tree removal, depending on what kind of wood it is, if it's good wood, we keep it, we split it, we sell the firewood. Pine and spruce are the only ones that we dump, unless the wood is rotted. Like in New York, really? People don't burn pine here because it's too smoky and sooty.
Yeah, in Canada, dude, that's like your mother-in-law wouldn't survive here. There's pine trees everywhere. Like
because here we only burn oak, maple, walnut, hickory, and locust.
Yeah, all the hardwoods. Yeah,
the hardwoods. Yeah,
I don't
like
think
people
I've heard any of those woods. You know.
Yeah. Pine goes right to the dump, and that gets turned into mulch.
Huh?
Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, so then you guys have to get your chimney and stuff cleaned then often if you do it in like a fireplace.
Oh yeah, if you burn, yeah.
Ours is just a fire pit in the backyard.
And birch is like the birch and cherry are the other ones too. It's like, oh, you got birch and cherry. That's the good shit.
Let's see, KJ, dude, it's still surreal to see weed shop billboard signs driving down the highway. Yeah, I've taken pictures. Like we had a Totino's billboard that says, "Is it 420 yet?" And it had a
the pizza roll.
Yeah.
Wow.
A billboard in town, like on one of our most major streets. I had to take a picture of it, and we have lots of. One of our Winchell's got turned into a new bakery called Wake and Bake, and shit like that. Like people are embracing it. All right, let's okay, it's on to what I got here. How are we doing on it's going to be a 3-hour show. That's to be expected. All right, let me put me in the hot seat here. All right, so I'd gone on a model kit building thing. So this was my latest one I built. So this is a Bandai Stormtrooper 6-inch figure. Amazing articulation. So the Prime took me about 2.5 hours to build. This took me about an hour and a half. The joints are really good. You've got butterfly joints in the front, so you can bring it all the way across. His armor plates articulate as well. The only shitty thing about this, and I shouldn't be manhandling it because they're about to fall off, is the stickers. You can see his little nose is coming off. I need to put just a little bit of Mod Podge on there. But I mean, the stickers are ridiculous. You see these dots? They make stickers for each one of those dots.
Why wouldn't they just put it in the plastic?
Just a line of dots as one sticker.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's things like his helmet notch here. That's a sticker, but it's a dark gray sticker. If that wasn't there, it'd just be black from the plastic. So I gave it a shot. One of the cool things you don't see a lot on Stormtroopers, removable grenade. From his
back belt.
Yeah. You don't
Is that a grenade? I thought those were oxygen. Like an air recycler.
I've heard them as grenades.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it came with a rifle, came with the new little mini pistol. I mean, he's dope. And he has this little stand that can incorporate into a big stand that can be connected to other figures from the line. But the cool thing about these model kits is they're more articulated than Black Series, and they're lighter. So he can hold a pose, better. He can hold the pose like this, no problem, Not that you'd want to have them like that, but Rock's thing. I got my Fang.
Nice.
So the
pilot's
Fang,
new, isn't it? Like the whole new.
Yeah, it's a whole new sculpt.
Yeah. And the problem with the Fang is it's a whole new sculpt too. And it does look it's squatty. Oh yeah, Rock. If you didn't, that's why I only bought one to open, because this is not a vintage Fang. This is
interesting.
Wow, it's totally different.
Tiny squatty one that they redid. It still has the bomb and the missiles and shit and the fucking little articulated shooting thing, but it's not a vintage.
The whole front of that is different.
Yeah. Oh, the whole fucking copter.
Yeah, that is like, I've seen those before. That's a cheapy Toys R Us army copter thing.
Yeah. So that I just bought one to open mainly because of the figure. The figure is dope. Removable helmet. His gas mask is not removable, but it plugs into his chest. He has a sidearm and a holster that's removable. But yeah, his missiles are a little testy, trying to get the missiles in there.
It almost looks like the figure is too big for the cockpit. Like his head's, it's like not that far in the rotor.
His knees are sticking out, like to get him to hold the
stick.
Yeah, the stick. I was gonna say a joystick, but his knees are like sticking out of the side of the copter. So
it's like a 6'5" guy in there.
Yeah,
with the buzz's head off.
That's exactly right. I finally got these after waiting. These have been available in doll version for a long time now. I finally got them in action figure form.
Oh,
Yeah.
those look good.
Yeah, they're gonna fight. And so
Crane kick that motherfucker.
these, I would put them in that pose, but they're so wobbly they won't hold it. I'm kind of disappointed in the quality of them, especially. So these are icon heroes. They're 6-7 inch figures right around there. Articulation is amazing. Double elbows, double knees, 3 pairs of hands. As you can see, Daniel has fist hands when he fights with hands like this, and it comes with those, but I was too afraid. I couldn't swap them without applying heat. So that's why he still has fists. Paint apps are awesome though. I mean, Johnny's got all his little patches on his uniform and everything. These were $40 retail a piece. And then I got them from DCBS, so they were $32. And these literally I pre-ordered these like a year and a half ago, and they finally got here. They were the oldest thing in my DCBS history.
And they take your money in advance. They're like unlike the other places when you pre-order something.
No, they don't take until they ship. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just got a $250 bill for something I haven't received yet because they're shipping it finally. But I found this little bad boy. Oh yeah.
Oh,
baby sharka, baby. Really cool. The new vehicle from the Masters Hot Wheel line. This cannon is super is good and tight. This cannon gets to a certain point and just falls down, so I have to kind of stick them up. No rolling action feature, obviously, to make the shark bite, but this is one of my favorite master vehicles because I'm a shark guy. So glad I found it. Plesiosaurus, otherwise known as the Loch Ness Monster from the Jurassic Park line. So I just like swimming dinosaurs. So he can flap his fins.
It's like a superpowers figure.
Exactly. All my favorite things were like non things. I got the new Zoids. If people didn't know, Hasbro is releasing new Zoid figures.
With
really, yeah, with little like Japanime figures.
I thought they were like independent by themselves.
Yeah, and regular Zoids used to be just those little plastic driver figures. So
yeah, like little tiny, like
yeah. So not super happy. I have them on there. I'll take them off when I actually display them. So just got a couple. This is a Scorpion. Does have some movement, some weapons you can deploy. They are still what do you call those? Walking or whatever. You can
wind them up and they roll.
Yeah, wind up. Yeah.
Okay.
So what's crazy about these is they're all like buried. Like you can't actually turn the wind up toy without a little chuck that they come with. Which is kind of cool because it's hidden and doesn't look as bad. But, so they still walk and do all that kind of fun stuff. I just got the Scorpion and the Tarantula. So you can see that little Japanime or anime.
Did they do any of the original ones? Or just like
no? These are all new molds that they're doing. And it's only 4 little ones like this right now. There's a Raptor, which I didn't really care for, and something else that they've done. Did some Ross and TJ Maxx shopping and found this bad boy. See if I can get it in the light. Let's see, move that out of the way. So this one was cool because I've never seen this. How to get him in camera.
Oh, yeah, it's like a patrol.
Where it has a bomb squad guy in like a true, here, maybe just the picture there.
Oh,
Picture.
wow.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's sick.
That's what I'm saying. And it sucks. It looks like it has 2 points of articulation, like literally just his arms move. But I'd never seen that in like a realistic bomb squad outfit.
So he's like Deep Six.
Yeah, he's kind of like Deep Six. He just has arms. That's it.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna have to look for that.
And the vehicle's a Humvee, but it's a very squat, weird-looking Humvee.
Yeah, that is very weird.
It does have a bomb-sniffing dog, which I also thought was cool. The weapons on these figures, these are basically like the true heroes from Toys R Us, where the weapons are...
Those are all G.I. Joe molds, to be honest with you.
Well, if they're G.I. Joe molds, they like double them up in size.
Yeah, they're always 6-inch scale weapons that come with those figures.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, 'cause that's the Alley Viper's backpack. The one has a crossbow sticking out on it.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, those are G.I. Joe molds. They just
upsized them to make them easier.
Yeah.
Let's see here. And then my other army one, again, just because it's just such a fucking dope vehicle for $10.
That was $10.
Yeah, dude.
Wow.
So just a cool little tank ATV with fucking missile launching. Yeah, you can't see it in the bubble well, but another little $10 one that, you know, if you painted it blue and threw some Cobra logos on it, it'd be awesome. My
Legions,
Masters homages, Mythic Legion. So my
Hordak and She-Ra.
Yeah, so She-Ra and Hordak. God, it's hard to see them in the bubbles.
I like the color scheme for the Hordak guy. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, hell yeah. And what's crazy is that Hordak one, that's one head, but then he has like the vampire head. So he also has a white head that looks like Hordak's head because it has long pointy ears and all that.
Right.
So all right. Let's see, let's wrap this up. Oh, I wanted to do this. Let's see if I can do this very quickly to not annoy listeners and you guys. Gonna do I got a package from GameStop literally right before we started the show. So let me see what else I got this week right now. Oh, well, that's not exciting. It's something I already had, but he was on sale, so I bought him to return my full price one. And he was on sale at GameStop. And if you don't have this is, I mean, if you like the aesthetic of it and you have something to use this for, this is one of the coolest pieces, like the coolest toys I've opened in a long time. This fucking Bat Cycle is just absolutely dope. So, all right, that's me. I got other shit, but we need to move on. Let me get this shit back into place. Let's see. KJ Smith says, finally found Lantern 6-inch Aliens and Predators. Amazing fucking price. $10 for these with a very cool accessory. Can't fucking beat that in my opinion. Let's see. Rob Ewing was saying that's the core copter. All right. So let's get no listener feedback and questions, which we don't have time for it anyways. But let me start sharing the screen here again. And Star Wars has a new, I put battle game, but it should be battle arena game. So they're going to go along the same lines. This is going to be available for Switch. And they also said the Google Play Store. So I don't know if that's for like tablets or something, or maybe Stadia. I don't know what this is, but Star Wars Hunter will bring players together to engage in thrilling team-based multiplayer battles featuring a diverse array of distinctive new Star Wars characters. Set after the fall of the Galactic Empire, Star Wars Hunters will connect players in real time to battle in arena settings inspired by iconic Star Wars locales. Play as daring bounty hunters, heroes of the rebellion, and an Imperial stormtrooper in an action game that immerses players in fast-paced and visually stunning Star Wars conflicts. This teaser trailer doesn't show any gameplay or anything. It does show some of the characters in it. So if you're at all interested, hey, there's a new Star Wars game for you. Beast Alliance production call listing. So we talked about how Beast Alliance was all but confirmed as one of the upcoming Transformers movies, and this kind of solidifies it. So production calls or production listings are basically like job listings for the crew of a movie. So Beast Alliance is now hiring for crews for their movie production. You need to cough up a minimum of $75 to take a peek. However, owing to the fact of the production is still in its infancy, you may only see an address, telephone number, and contact person.
Well, wouldn't it be all CGI anyways? Like when they did Beast Wars, there were no humans around.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know how this is going to be done. And the whole thing is no one knows. I don't think there's any been news if this was going to be like a movie, like a feature film release that shows up in theaters, or this easily could be something that goes straight to Netflix and that kind of shit.
Right.
Let's see here. Next up, we got Panic Films. Hey guys, Arturo from the Facebook group reporting live from Chicago. First time on the live stream. Welcome, Arturo. Glad that you can join us.
Arturo, I'm in Aurora. Welcome.
Oh yeah, I forgot you were in the greater Chicago area there. All right. Chalkline. So this is back from November. I don't know if we talked about it or not, but I thought it was worth just doing again because there wasn't any grab bag for Masters. Chalkline Athletic Apparel launches Motu line.
Huh.
And pretty colorful.
You got to be committed for that shit, man.
Dude, especially because this looks like it's a satin jacket. Like
yeah, exactly. Like
so
you're fucking down with Motu for sure.
That'll look great in a 3 extra large, I think. Walking down the street.
Giant Skeletor and shit. Like
only if you're wearing
man.
Zubas.
That me wearing that in my yoga pants.
Right?
My problem is, like, use the vintage art. If you want to do throwback shit like this, like this is all new art. Oh, that's crazy. That's like the fucking
still, man.
figure.
I don't know.
It's still,
I like He-Man, but I don't know if I could walk with something like that on and just be like, "What's up, bro?" You know.
How about that? Some MA on your jaw.
Yeah, big A on my dick. See, look at that, man. Like you're committed when you wear that jacket.
And why are you carrying around He-Man?
Okay, yeah.
Obviously, he's doing figure photography somewhere.
Yeah.
Come on. He's representing while he's out there making his his Instagram photos.
Exactly.
his influencer account. I'm sure he gets lots of corporate sponsors.
Can you imagine wearing that jacket and you're online at Starbucks and some guy's like, "Hey man, you like Motu?" Like, no, motherfucker, I spent $300 on this jacket. No, because I don't like Motu.
Well, that's the cool thing. I'm sure you would get a lot of people like, "Oh, that's a dope jacket." Not anything I would ever wear, but that's dope. You know,
well, like I'm saying, I'm not downplaying the fact that it's just you're fucking committed. Like you love Motu to the point where you would wear a jacket like that and be comfortable out in public with it.
I don't like drawing attention to myself in general.
Exactly. Like that's like you can see that guy a city block away going, "Holy fuck, that guy likes He-Man."
Oh, well, good. That was a good one to include.
Oh God.
And then we got Beast Alliance, so why not an Ever Vigilant production call listing? So Ever Vigilant is the new G.I. Joe movie. Again, completely unaware of, we haven't heard much about this, about whether this could be a CGI movie. This could be, every movie needs people to work on it, and doesn't mean that it's going to be a live action thing, but new production call listing for G.I. Joe Ever Vigilant as well.
I heard they're going to try to reboot that whole franchise, but
well, they got Snake Eyes that's been
Snake Eyes
postponed.
yeah, Snake Eyes is supposedly the new reboot for that.
And it's done. They just can't release it because of the pandemic.
Yeah, because they don't want to lose money on it by doing it on fucking Netflix or something.
Well, did Wonder Woman take a dive?
Oh, yeah.
I assume so, because now it's back in theaters. So it released on HBO Max and theaters at the same time internationally. It was only on HBO, and this is a good thing for all HBO Max movies, like Godzilla versus King Kong is coming up. They're only keeping those movies on HBO Max for 1 month. And then it starts its normal cycle of being in the theaters in America. And then, because you can't get Wonder Woman on DVD or Blu-ray yet, even though it was on HBO Max a month ago.
I'll be honest with you, I couldn't get through that movie. Me and my wife watched 45 minutes of it, and we both looked at each other. We said, "Do you give a shit what's going on?" We both said no. We shut it off. I mean,
I can't do that. I make it through everything.
Yeah.
But I liked it because it was 80s. I think that's the saving grace for me, was it was based on.
We just weren't into it. I guess we just weren't feeling it. We're in the right mood, but we shut it off, and then was like it was gone from HBO.
Yeah, I thought it was fine. It's fine. Like, I don't think I'll buy it. I own the other one. I don't think I'll buy this one. But
yeah,
I didn't hate it as much as all the reviews.
Rob Ewing says, "Peace out. Have a good one." Thank you, Rob.
Take care, Rob.
So much. Love the comments. Thank you, brother, for being with us. But yeah, that's pretty much our show, man. Not too bad considering we missed a month. Still got it under 2 hours and 45 minutes. I don't know who watches this. I appreciate the people that hang out with us live. I can't imagine watching a YouTube video for 3 hours or listening to a podcast for 3 hours. So people that are with us, that listen to the podcast every week, watch this on YouTube every week for fucking 2-3 hours at a time, thank you so much. We do this for us because we have fun doing this. And if you guys are enjoying it, especially in big, huge, long spurts like that, we appreciate you being with us.
No, thank you guys. Like, again, I would listen to a podcast for 3 hours at work, and I'd be laughing my ass off by myself out loud.
Me too.
Yeah, like all your old episodes that, like, because remember I was a fan, and I think Roger was too. Like, I listened to every single second of every single podcast. I thought they were great.
When you guys went under at 2 hours, I'd be like, "Fuck, this was short, man."
And then every week he's like, "Don't worry, Mrs. McFavorite, we're gonna cut. We're only going to be in and 90 minutes this week, babe."
The solemn promise.
Dude, I always wanted an under hour podcast. Like every podcast should be less than an hour. Who's going to listen to a podcast?
Who listens to it that long?
Yeah, but you know what? Like every Joe Rogan podcast is between like 3 and 3.5 hours, and a lot of them fly by. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of the most popular, like top 5 in the world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they go by pretty quick.
We do it for you, KG, KJ. Sorry,
We're just waiting till that Spotify money comes. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. We're waiting for the big payout.
As you can tell, I'm a few shots deep, and we're not drinking at all besides tonight. So my wife's probably going to be mad at me when I get.
I got an idea, Jason. Just tell her you pre-ordered those drinks 3 months ago.
Yeah, and they just came
showed
in
up
today.
See, exactly. He's same thing. That's
Yeah.
what I do. I listen to all the different podcasts while I work.
And that's about figs too. People working, listening on headphones.
And again, 3 hours podcast and an 8-hour day. That's a good way to get ready to your day, man.
I guess it's been so long since I've actually worked.
And plus, people commute too. Like my drive to work's 45 minutes each way. So
I forget about that too.
I even go through my episodes and I see what's on my phone, and I go, I'm going to savor this one for my ride home.
Yeah,
I actually pick and choose ones. Like that's my reward to myself on my way home. This is an hour-long podcast. Well, so this one on the way home.
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah, my
it's like a
commute
treat.
is 6-7 seconds from my bed to my desk, and so it takes me about a month and a half to listen to an Open Your Toys cast, but I get it.
Speaking of, I gotta get ready to go work in the snow tomorrow in the tundra again. Oh,
I think we all have these moments, KJ, laughing to yourself, looking around. Fucking, everybody hated work where I worked at, and I'd just be laughing. All right, guys. Well, thank you, everybody, for joining us. We will see you bitches sooner rather than later.
or later rather than sooner.
Peace.
Peace. Fumble for the end broadcast.